What's going on? It's your dog Artman the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Look, check this out, man. It's like I love waking up to new boxing news because it makes me happy. The sport is moving forward, you know. Uh, no standing around, no lollygagging, no none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love when we get new news, and the new news is Devin Haney has been ordered to fight Regis Prograis, or I mean, in a way, he's been ordered. Regis Prograis, he's been ordered to fight Sandor Martin, but the WBC they said basically make an exception if he fights Devin Haney, and that got a lot of Shakur fans looking real salty right now. They looking real salty, asking questions like, "Was this the plan all along? How can he do this, man? He been trying to duck. He's ducking and all this." Nah, the truth is, what they're afraid of is that Devin Haney will continue to shine, snatch another belt, and then boy Shakur is gonna be stuck fighting nobodies, and then he's gonna try to come back to the table talking some bullshit, or even if he gets the chance to come back to the table. But look, they know that they man Shakur Stevenson is left to fight the fucking Nakaphilias and Nakatanis and Richard Comays of the fucking world right now, while Devin Haney's about to snatch this belt from Regis Prograis. Oh man, they know it and they mad, and I love it. It's funny. It's super funny because it's like, really could you say? Like, you can't say this nigga has a bad resume. I mean, you can't say this nigga sucks. What is there to say now? Like, besides saluting the young bull, Devin Haney. What's going on, D-High?
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going good. Drinking my lemon and cucumber water, enjoying my Saturday morning, waiting for Boots to get probably the knockout of the fucking year.
All the fights are scheduled pretty late. Like the zone card, the Floyd Schofield card now comes on at 8, and then Boost comes on at 9. So it's all gonna be pushed to the later ends. But yeah, man. Now everybody talking about Regis needs to go ahead and fight Ryan Garcia because he deserves a payday based off of fucking what? What the fuck work has Regis done aside from lose to Josh Taylor and clip Zepeda? Fuck is we talking about? Eddie Hearn put the goddamn deal on the table, and if Regis decides to run, that's on him. But if I'm Devin Haney, I'm taking that, clipping Regis, and then trying to get the WBO vacant if I have time. But yeah.
These fans, they're pushing for Ryan Garcia to fight Regis Prograis. I'm like,
They're
nigga, if y'all
pathetic.
don't get the fuck out of here, they trying to gatekeep Devin Haney like a motherfucker, man. But it's all good. We see you. I just want you to know we see you. We see you.
They're pathetic because honestly, it's funny because when Ryan Garcia was talking about fighting Regis Prograis ahead of Tank, they were all like, "Oh, that's pointless. You're just gonna get knocked out." Regis Prograis has a moment of weakness, and all of a sudden it's, "Oh well, shit. If Ryan can get the dub, then that'll ruin Regis Prograis for Devin Haney." And we all know Ryan pussy ass not gonna fight Haney, so Haney gonna be assed out. I'm like, y'all just don't want Haney to get anything, which is crazy because he's the only one trying to make fights with everyone. Shakur pussy ass not doing nothing. Tank is on fucking hiatus, and even when he was active, he wasn't fighting shit anyway. I know that hurts a lot of Tank's fans' feelings, but it is what it is. So why the fuck you trying to punish the dude that's actually trying to make the good fights? I don't understand this.
Because they don't like Devin Haney, bro. They don't like it. And it's like they hate the fact that they're going to have to respect him because it's
What's up,
like,
NJMP?
who else is making moves like that? Like,
Nobody.
who is?
If it wasn't for Devin Haney, the lightweight division would still be scattered, and we'd still be trying to discover who the fuck the king is. Like this is a whole bunch of bullshit. Like I said, and Tank fans, I see y'all. Y'all don't have the right to say fucking anything. Okay, with all due respect, I'm not gonna get into Tank's resume, all that. Y'all just did that. Y'all just hush and wait till that man come up off lockdown and decide what he gonna do, which is probably Isaac Cruz too, which nobody's fucking interested in. But anyways, whatever.
It's
Uh,
all bullshit. And then we got boxing writers asking who's the best lightweight and shit. Like, bro,
still,
what are
still,
we talking about?
and I find it hilarious because it's like the last time y'all said Devin Haney couldn't handle a god like Southpaw, what ended up happening? He ended up fucking winning. Yes, it was by the skin of his ass, but it's called boxing, not knockout. And y'all doing it again. Oh, he'd never this, he'd never that. Well, he offered the nigga the contract, and all of a sudden, this man thinks he deserves all this bullshit. If Devin Haney wants to give him 45, 35, whatever the fuck percent and make the fight, cool. But if he don't, also cool. Because with all due respect, he doesn't deserve shit. Like you beat Yoshi from Mario Kart, and you being handed an undisputed title shot in your second fight at 135, and you steady talking shit. What kind of
Well, he's
ungrateful
a two.
bullshit is
He's a
that?
division champion. Beehive.
Right,
He
nigga, nigga,
deserves 40%.
nigga tried to come at me on Twitter talking about some Joey Gonzalez like he was somebody, bro. Like any one of us could train for 6 months and whoop on Joey Gonzalez. What are we talking about? What is we talking about? Like, come on.
Nah, real shit though.
Nigga said, "Oh, Joey Gonzalez was somebody for fucking who?" Shakur Stevenson is more famous for fucking Joey Gonzalez's sister than whooping Joey's ass.
Nigga, that fight's so damn forgettable. I don't even remember that shit. Like, let's be real.
Nobody remembers it. That's why they just said, "Well, Valdez was solid." I'm like, you telling me Cambosis versus Valdez, you give Cambosis no shot? Cambosis probably beat his
Fuck
fucking
around
ass.
and win.
Yeah, exactly. Talking about, oh, well, Valdez was the nigga. I'm like,
But
bro,
then they gonna say it's impossible. It's impossible. And the only reason why Cambosis got anything because he got a lucky night against T.O. Nah, all this lucky night shit. Get the fuck out of here, man.
but
I
it's
know
funny.
damn well. And I don't like that shit because it's like y'all doing all that discrediting Devin Haney's opponents. Y'all know these niggas about to be in line to fight Shakur eventually. So if Shakur fights him, then what?
That's what I mean. It's funny because they said that a prime undefeated Cambosis fresh off of a TO win wasn't shit for Devin Haney, but after two back-to-back losses, oh well, Shakur could beat him better. That'll be a quality dub. How the fuck does he become a quality dub after two back-to-back losses? What the fuck is you talking about? Like
Yeah, he a quality dub if Shakur stops him.
that's some straight bullshit. Like these motherfuckers made me so sick. Oh my god, bro. Like
And then they talking shit. I'm like about Linares. Here fucking Shakur and talk about what's up, y'all want to see me fight Linares next?
exactly.
Man,
This nigga's pathetic, bro.
that shit's crazy. It's like, bro, like, man, just like stop hating on Devin Haney. Just say, okay, I as a Devin Haney fan, I'd be cool with fans just saying like, okay, he the man right now, but when Shakur get a shot, he gonna do it better, or he gonna, so. Don't hit me with that. Oh, Devin is little bro against Shakur Stevenson, because even we all know that's not the truth.
He's not. My thing is too. I don't even care if you do hate Devin Haney. Just be honest about the shit. Don't stop trying to pretend that you're some kind of objective boxing fan, just keeping it real. Nah, nigga, you're weird. You're weird. You're in love with Shakur for absolutely fucking nothing because he hasn't given you a fight you actually want to see aside from Valdez, and you're fucking weird. You're probably upset that you didn't have Devin Haney's childhood, and you mad because that nigga grew up with enough food to eat. So get that weird shit out of here.
Get that hate out your heart because Devin Haney's doing everything that you guys asked for as boxing fans. He's staying active. He's fighting the guys that you said you wanted him to fight, which was Lomachenko, right? Uh, Motherfucking, he's about to fight another fucking champion, Regis Prograde, guy that y'all certified for fucking going life and death with fucking Josh Taylor. It's like, come on, man. Let's
Yeah.
keep it going. Keep the energy forward. Don't be on some hating shit saying this guy is doing something wrong because I don't get it. But what do you say to fans saying that this was his plan all along to fight Regis Prograde, not fight Shakur Stevenson?
Man, fuck those weird ass conspiracy theory dudes. They say that about everything. Just like when they were like, "Oh, the plan all along was always to duck Crawford." Now look at him. How the fuck was the plan to duck Crawford? You offered this nigga to fight two fucking times, and then these like, bro,
It's
honestly,
always the niggas offering to fight is the one that's considered ducking,
it
which I don't
just
get when it comes to Shakur and Bud.
stupidity. These are niggas who really believed the hedge fund lie, talking about what the fucking plan was. You had dudes coming at me talking about, oh well, Bud got that Kinahan bag, and not a single dollar.
Bragging about that type of shit. Like,
Not a single dollar from Kinahan was given to Bud for any representation services. If that was you, if you were thinking that, don't ever fucking talk to me about boxing, you moron. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. They always say, "Oh, it was always the plan. It was always the plan." These are the same niggas that kept trying to guess the dates for Spence Crawford and kept getting it wrong month after month. It was always the plan. It was always the plan. Shut the hell up and sit down. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
He said,
Talking about some shit was
what's the
always the
strain
plan.
OG or what's the strain champ? This that New Jersey motherfucking Shakur Stevenson pack. Nah, I'm talking shit. Nah, this some OG right here. I'm just chilling, man. Smoking some OG, enjoying my morning, man.
It was always the plan. This was always the plan. Shut the fuck up. Regis probably not even gonna take this fight.
And that's what I'm saying. So a guy who was employed at Top Rank told me today personally, he said that he overheard that the plan is to offer Devin Haney versus Arnold Barboza for
The
Teofimo
vacant
Lopez
WB.
belt.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And make Shakur Stevenson versus Lomachenko or Shakur versus Kambosos next.
As it fucking should be. That's what I said. I said that Haney should go and fight fucking for the WBO and unify with Regis. Now all Regis got to do, because I know Regis pussy ass gonna want to fight Ryan Garcia. All Regis got to do is manage not to fucking lose, and then we can get the fight. Because if Ryan win, Ryan not gonna unify with Devin. He not.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Everybody's so sold on Regis versus Haney. That sounds nice, but let's be real, man. After that last fight, Regis he reevaluating some shit.
Oh hell yeah, he's not gonna take that. Especially if Ryan Garcia actually can fight, he gonna be like, oh well, it makes sense because the money and the draw. I'm like, okay, cool. We about to see what Ryan Garcia's drawing power actually fucking is right now. Because if whatever venue they at, whatever pay per view, if you don't pack that bitch out and do some numbers, like we really about to see.
They might try to make it though.
I mean,
Ryan
they
versus Regis.
may as well. I mean, honestly, if Regis can't clear Ryan Garcia, that tells us a lot about Regis, because Ryan Garcia is not good, and you're not gonna undo 10 years of bad habits with camp with Derek James. You're not. So if Regis can't overcome somebody as technically awful as Ryan Garcia, that nigga was like, that nigga was never good.
My dude say he's smoking that Italian ice over there. Shit, enjoy your smoke, man. Stay healthy out here. Yeah, nigga. Ryan Garcia. You see everybody on Twitter sucking his dick right now because he fucking hitting the pads with Derek James.
Oh boy, he's gonna be unstoppable, nigga. Look
That he shot that jab with that left hand and his hand was still down. I don't know what you niggas seen, but all right. It looks good.
And this is no disrespect to Derek James. Derek James is a Hall of Fame trainer already. Ryan is just bad. And I'm telling you, when he gets into trouble again, which he will when he fights another B-level fighter, he's going to revert back to his same bullshit and get smoked. And it's not going to be DJ fault.
But we hope he don't. We hope that he, learns something new.
I'll Regis whoops his ass.
He steps his game up. But that type of shit takes time. It makes me think, like, are y'all sure he's gonna get a Regis fight with his first fight with Derek James?
He wanted to fight. He allegedly wanted to fight Regis before Tank, so I don't see why not. And I hope Regis whoops his ass, because I believe that after Ryan Garcia, Regis will then fight Devin Haney. Whereas if Ryan wins, Ryan not gonna fight Devin at all. He gonna run for his fucking life. I do say
Regis versus Sandor Martin was ordered. The WC will allow Regis versus Haney first if it can be made. That's true.
Okay. And don't duck, Regis. Don't fight fucking Sandor, you weak ass nigga.
I doubt it. I doubt it, because Regis, he talking that shit. He's talking that shit, but I doubt it, bro, because he just got real quiet after that goddamn that fight. Real quiet.
Talking about I'm nervous at home. Nigga, you nervous at home? Hometown jitters. Like, man, if you don't get
good
your
excuse.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, bro.
You nervous at home, you losing the away. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Like, where are you good at?
Like, make it make sense. It's a neutral. You good at a neutral place? Is that what you're trying to say?
All right, instead of Louisiana, you need to go to fucking Texas, New York, someplace nearby. Like, what the fuck is going on? Right. Yeah,
but yeah, if Regis fight Devin, I got Devin winning that shit like 10 rounds to 2.
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be closer than that, but I still got Devin Haney winning. I'm not counting Regis out, but I just knew people like, oh, Devin Haney's food at 140. One fight later,
I've been saying it for the longest,
Regis need to
bro.
fight Ryan. Like nigga,
Regis is cool, but he got this like unorthodox style. You remember when I made a comparison, and I get it, it's kind of a little offensive, but I said that Regis looks like a guy who taught himself how to box type shit. The way he fight,
fucked up.
man, like seriously. And it's not saying that he sucks and he doesn't deserve to be in the position that he's in. I'm just saying like when it comes to Devin Haney, you can tell he got the skills, man. The bread and the butter, man. Foundation is solid. Devin's one of those guys that his foundation is good too. His jab, his leg movement, all that. His punch selection.
To
The
me,
thing, the thing, the thing with him and Regis, a lot of people say, "Oh well, you see how that left hand's gonna go." This dude just had a good fight with Lomachenko. Devin is one of those fighters, unlike Canelo Alvarez. He's one of those fighters that learn and adapts, you know, to certain fighters, and he learns after certain mistakes that he made in the ring. Notice that he's not getting caught flush like and getting wobbled like he was against Linares. It's different. I feel like when he fights Regis, he's going to be using that jab more, and he's going to be using his leg movement. Probably catch him with a couple of check hooks every time Regis tries to come in,
yeah.
and make this a fucking what they say a boring fight.
Yeah, people make it seem like every time Devin Haney fights, he doesn't fight in a different way. That's why I say people don't want to fight him because he takes what he's learned from experienced opposition and implements it to his game plan. Now he just fought Lomachenko, somebody y'all worshipped as the greatest southpaw of the 21st fucking century. You don't think any of that experience is going to carry over to the other southpaws? And keep in mind, Shakur doesn't even throw as many punches as Lomachenko does.
Lomachenko.
So Devin
A
Haney
lot of
literally
these dudes don't even throw as many punches as Lomachenko or move like that.
and also one thing that's important is that they don't throw as many punches as Devin Haney. So I mean, and as far as the power goes, I keep telling dudes, Oscar Valdez was hurt worse in fights that he won. So as far as the power, what is Devin Haney concerned about? It's all just optics. It's all just hype. So we just
And
got to
that's why I
see.
feel like Shakur don't want to take the fight for real, like at that 25%. The reason why is because it's not a chance of you getting knocked out. It's a chance of you getting outpointed
Exposed
and exposed. Because
straight up.
I've been trying to tell people, if you watch Shakur Stevenson fight, he fights at his own pace. He fights at his own distance. He's not fighting anybody that makes him exceed, use extra amount of energy to move his legs or throw as many punches. So he's able to just pick these dudes apart. And niggas will look at that and be like, oh my God, that's the best thing ever. I've never seen anything like that.
He caught
Until
Valdez with a jab like everybody else.
until he's fighting a guy who's going to be using footwork and have decent power that's going to keep him honest. A guy like Frank Martin can upset a Shakur fight big time.
Dude, shit.
He definitely could. And folks would be like,
They're
damn,
not gonna want to hear that.
I didn't even know it was. You know why? It's because he's going to fight somebody that's going to make him bounce back, have to move sideways, have to move around the ring. He's going to fight somebody that's pushing him, not somebody that's sitting there and letting you just pop shot him. You know what I'm saying? That's cool on a lot of guys, but not a guy like Frank Martin. And folks know that. They know it. So that's why they're saying, oh, go fight. Just go risk it all and fight Devin Haney. Don't even look in the other direction of the other lightweights because they're across the street. Shakur fans is putting that across the street shit out when it comes to Frank Martin. Let's be
Of
real.
course.
Let's be real.
I
They
always
talking
say
that across the street shit with Frank Martin. They not even bringing that shit up.
I always say this. What's going to happen, and this goes for Tank too, but I always say this. What's going to happen when Shakur gets into the ring with someone that has the exact same training background as he does? What is he gonna do? All these people come from with all due respect inferior boxing schools, and their skills of most of them have already been exposed as limited by other people. What is going to happen when Shakur gets in there with someone that has the exact same training he does? What's going to happen when he gets in there with someone that knows everything he knows? Because I always ask dudes, what exact, like even when they talk about Shakur and Tank, I always ask them, what can Shakur do that Tank cannot also do? And they can never tell me. because Tank can do everything that he can. Same with Haney. What can Shakur do? What can Shakur do that Devin Haney cannot also do? Y'all keep talking that southpaw shit, but he manages to not lose. So what are we talking about here?
Look, check this out. I like Shakur, but he needs to be put in a fight where he's going to get tested. Because as of late, I'm sorry, Valdez is cool, but Valdez is not somebody that we're going to say, oh my God, because he beat this guy, he's goated. Motherfuckers got to keep it pushing. Y'all laughed at Devin Haney for fighting Kambosos. Well, guess what? He fought Lomachenko and got his scalp. Now what? What is Shakur Stevenson's next step? What's his follow-up? Because if he can't get Haney, who's next?
Haney got to make the fight, man. You got to offer Shakur 60%. That's only fair because he was a former fucking champion and he was in the Olympics and cried and shit. Like, I just, like, the arguments for
Bro,
this shit are hilarious.
That whole coming into the fight as a former two-weight champion, that's cool. But you also got to throw in there that he's coming into this a fight as this guy who lost his belt, got stripped.
On the scale. Couldn't
Somebody
even beat the scale.
He got stripped, and now he's getting an opportunity. Look, his last position with a belt, he got stripped. Now he's in a position where a guy is offering him all 4 belts. All you got to do is just take 25% for the first time, which is still going to be around, what, 2-3 million?
Basically his his usual fight purse, pretty much.
His usual fight purse.
Pretty much, yeah.
But nah, I don't want to do that because I know my worth. You know your worth, right? I understand that. Power to that. But check what's going to happen after this fight. If you do not, no, check what happens after this fight. If you beat Devin Haney, you put yourself in a position where now you can go into the Tank fight. You can definitely get that 40%, 30% in the Tank fight if you beat Devin Haney because you knocked off one of the top guys, the top guy.
Yeah.
So if you really want that Tank fight, nigga, you can knock off Devin real quick for 25% and say, hey, Tank, get that cruise fight out the way, and we can meet at 135 for all the belts. But niggas not thinking like that. Fans not thinking like that. What they're thinking is, oh, man, Shakur, you know, he been taking pictures with Bud Crawford for a long time and training with him, and he beat Valdez. So that's 40% right there.
And Shakur fans don't want
40%,
him to fight Tank either.
Guy. To be honest, to be fair, 35% will be the max. But that's up to Shakur to come back with a counter offer, which I'm not hearing. Nobody's hearing about any fucking counter offer. Yeah. Nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't care ultimately what Shakur's offered. If they want to offer him more to get him to fight, that's great. But yeah, no, like I said, Shakur can send offers to everybody that don't fight on Top Rank, but he can't send a counter offer to Devin Haney. He's just sitting there waiting for them to come back with something better. It's like they have no incentive, bro. With all due respect, they don't need you. You're not Bud. You're not a sitting champion, and your profile is fucking nothing. You got 1 belt at 126, you got 2 at 130. You've never finished your food. You've never cleared out a division, and you've never fought all the top people in one given division. So we don't need you. The lightweight division could fucking, like, literally all the top dudes in the lightweight division could not fight Shakur, and Shakur's career would stop right here. So nobody gives a shit. We don't actually need you, bro. So it's up to you. The onus of responsibility is on you, because Tank and Devin can fight each other and then just live their fucking lives. You could just be the asshole that the little train that could or might have. So nobody really cares. I mean, he's talking on some kingpin shit. I'm like, dude, it's all from these weird ass dudes gassing him up. Yeah, that's right, Shakur.
Weird ass niggas gassing
you
him
a
up.
Boogie man.
It's the hanging out with the rappers and shit like that, listening to Lil Durk and all that shit. Got niggas heads pumped up like
Drake was at his birthday party. He think he deserved 50%. Like nobody gives a fuck.
Get it. You got the skills, young brother, and you know you feel like you accomplished a lot, but in reality, there's a guy that accomplished more than you, and he put himself in position to be calling the shots right now, and you understand that because you went in the ring, and he told you, he said, "Nigga, I am number one." And you agreed because you said, yeah, for right now, regardless of how you feel, you agreed. That's the truth. that guy is the number one, and he's offering you 25%. Nigga like me, I'll take that shit. I take that shit and beat the shit out of this dude. And
Exactly.
like, bro, like what? I'm fighting you in Vegas. It's not like he got to fight this nigga in Australia
Or
2 times.
fucking Omaha, Nebraska, or some
Or
dumb
Omaha,
shit.
nigga, you can fight this nigga in Vegas or California or some shit, bro.
And people keep talking about Shakur's star power. Where the fuck is the star power? Give me Shakur's biggest event and Devin Haney's biggest event. Run some calculations and then come back to me. What the fuck do y'all be talking about? Shakur is a bigger draw. Based off of what?
He's softball. Last time I checked,
My God.
this nigga Shakur coming to Tank fights, taking pictures with him, asking to take pictures in a locker room and shit.
Like,
You know
what
what I
the?
mean? Like
Like,
Tank
it's
ain't coming to
just.
no Shakur fight, asking for no pictures.
It's just it's fucking weird. Like, where do y'all get this? We believe Shakur's the bigger draw, therefore he is. It's the same shit that they did with Ryan. Ryan Garcia without Tank has not done more numbers than Devin Haney. But I literally told the dude that, and he's like, "Nah, get out of here with your analysis." I'm like, "All right, fuck the facts, because I love me some Tank or I love me some Shakur." It's like, bro, I understand y'all don't want these dudes to fight Devin Haney because you're not sure if they can back up the shit that you talk for them. But this is the reality. He's the guy at 135, and they need to come fucking see him.
We live in a day and age where the champion, the undisputed champion, is
Gotta
not
hunt
only
niggas.
fighting and defending his belt against the top contenders, and we got guys who got the regular belt and no belt. Folks are saying these niggas is the best
Contenders.
contenders.
Professional, career-long fucking contenders that are that they bask in not doing shit. Like literally tagging like, oh, if they ain't fighting nobody, I ain't fighting nobody. Shit, what the fuck is that?
Bro,
They ain't fighting nobody, so I'm not gonna fight nobody. Like, what the
the
fuck?
fact that this nigga Tank has the regular belt and Devin Haney has the undisputed championship world belts, and this guy Tank doesn't want to just request a mandatory like position, like to force a fight or just negotiate to make a fight.
Damn
Like
that.
that was crazy.
He could have sent Haney the exact same paperwork he sent Ryan fucking Garcia, and it would have been cool. Done data, done deal. But nah, all of the reasons why Ellerby said the fight couldn't be made suddenly went to the side for Ryan, and that nigga wasn't even a free agent.
Public information too that Leonard Ellerby said all this crazy ass shit, man.
And I'm gonna find the video and I'm gonna get on Ellerby.
You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "Well, Leonard Ellerby is not in charge anymore. He's not in charge." But last time I checked, the camp was saying that y'all sending Devin Haney a contract. Where's that contract? I haven't heard shit about it.
It's the same contract. It's the same contract Shakur sent Devin Haney, the fucking fantasy fight contract of 2023. Everybody's sending some shit, but nobody getting anything. No one's fucking emails working.
They asking the independent nigga to send the contract.
Right. You over there at the club, and then Shakur ass over there at the club buying bottle service, talking about signing the contract that he never sent. Man, you look stupid. And then people still got the nerve to believe what Shakur says after he got caught in a bold-faced lie. He got caught in multiple lies over there tweeting his little ass off.
I tried to tell folks, I said, so I know y'all like to say Shakur's not a clout chaser, right? He's not a clout chaser.
He's an extreme clout chaser.
What do you call sending a bottle service over to the undisputed champion after his biggest win, saying sign the contract, and there's literally no contract that you have or presented to this man?
Zero. Do that to Tank at the club.
And then what do you call that? Because people was online running with it, sharing hella pictures. Oh, look at that pressure. This is how I be stalking niggas. I seen fucking poke people like that. This is how I be stalking my ops. Like, nigga. And then to come to find out there's nothing. There's nothing. So what do you call that? Nigga, that's clout chasing in my opinion.
And you know what's sad? If he hadn't have fucked up and responded to me on Twitter, we would have never known that it was actually Haney sending the contract. He would have never admitted this shit. He would have never admitted that Haney actually sent him a contract. He would have just been online like, "Where's the contract? Where is it? I haven't received it." But he fucking snitched on himself.
These two things can't coexist. You can't be the boogeyman to turn down contracts. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't.
Yep.
Talking
Yep.
about, I
Just
see what these niggas talk about with Bud, man, because I'm going through the same situation. All right.
yeah, Bud ducked too until he realized the money for Avenesian wasn't what it was, and he's like, "Shit, these niggas ain't paying nothing." All right, come on, Spence. Like I said, if that 10 million from Avenesian was actually real, we wouldn't be getting this fight. At least not this year. He'd be he'd be somewhere off the coast of whatever the fuck on his goddamn boat talking about, yeah, I'm going fishing eventually. Not right now, but eventually I'm gonna get the big fish and then fight some old bullshit and retire. We would have never got this shit if that 10 million was real. Niggas talking, oh, this is the hedge funds and the Kinahan and the BLK. Shut the fuck up. Same people riding some Shakur dick. I can't stand you dudes. Dudes get on my goddamn nerves. Go get me right. He can't be boogeyman. Talking about some damn boogeyman. So I don't like. I'll never understand the logic. The people that are sending the contracts are the ducks. It's the dumbest shit. It's the dumbest shit. Like I really don't. The reason why I go so hard about this is because I don't want to be 20 years from now, when I'm in my 40s. I don't want to fucking be hearing the same stupid shit. I don't want new fans coming into boxing talking about, oh, somebody ducking by sending contracts. Like that's the dumbest shit in the
Like,
fucking world.
casual cousin, he hit me up and he was like, yeah, man, I seen this thing about Shakur Stevenson turn it down 25%. I think that's kind of low. What you think? And I had to explain to him, like, if he wins, he puts himself in a better position to, dictate certain things. He can call the shots against Gervonta Davis or, get a higher leverage than Haney would against Gervonta Davis. And he was like, yeah, it makes sense. Might as well just invest in yourself now and beat him
Right.
and then do that.
And people keep trying to draw comparisons between this and the traditional job market. Okay, well, before you can get the career of your dreams, you have to either go to school and get specialized training. And for the most part, when you start your career, they're not going to pay you the big bucks off top. You have to develop your resume and your skill set. As of now, Shakur's resume and skill set is on fucking level one. It's on basic level. All of his hype comes from what he might be capable of because we haven't seen shit. He hasn't earned an ounce of this fucking hype in the ring. So,
And
let's
even his
let
own
that little
fan,
boy pull
look,
up on
even
me.
his real fans, not these fanboys, even his real fans are starting to start asking questions like, "All right, man, like we was riding with you, sending the bottles and all that, but you turning down deals now. Like I don't know if I can ride with that because Shakur fans and Devin Haney fans are kind of similar because let's be real, we like both of these niggas in the ring, right?
Right.
So niggas is saying like, man, I can't really say nothing because I just cheered Devin on for taking the risk and becoming undisputed, and now you in the same or somewhat in the same predicament, and you not trying to do that. It's like, what can we really say to that?
And keep in mind, these dudes that are saying that Devin Haney is running the 140 for any reason, were these not the same fans saying that after the second Cambosis weigh-in, that after Cambosis he needs to go to 140? These were the same people saying he looks like shit, he looks like Skeletor, and needs to go to 140. Now he's running to 140. Like, this is why I don't take you dudes seriously. Every 6 months you change up what the fucking story is. First, y'all were and before even that, before the Cambosis fight even happened, y'all were saying he should throw the WBC in the fucking trash and go to 140 anyway because he wasn't getting no shot. But fast forward to the day he's a bitch for doing it. Like y'all don't stand on fucking nothing but emotion. And it's weird because Shakur has done nothing to deserve this level of fan support. He has done nothing. Every single fight he's been in, we knew he was gonna wash whoever the fuck it was, because them niggas are not good. It would be different if he was going against Oshaki Foster or Ray Vargas or somebody like that. The dudes he fought were like they had already either been pre-exposed or looked like shit before. Like, come on, dog. At least with Devin Haney's fights, there's some questions if he can win, because a lot of motherfuckers are picking Lomachenko by knockout. Don't forget the shit.
Don't forget it.
Don't
Don't
forget the
forget
shit.
it. Don't forget. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is one guy who's fighting guys that people are picking against him. And I know people can say, "Oh, well, the odds say this and all that." Well, the same people that was validating Shakur were online looking at this Devin Haney shit and say, "Oh, well, he may not win a fight against Cambosis because he might get robbed. he might get robbed.
Exactly.
All that type of shit. Man, that
And they
dude
were
went out
like,
there and won the fucking undisputed belts with one hand.
yeah.
That's nuts.
And then they were like, "Oh well, if it was Tank, we wouldn't have to be worried about if he could bring the belts back home." Say they have Tank fight him there. Oh no, Tank to go to Australia. Then shut the fuck
Speaking of Tank,
up.
didn't Tank say
My God.
he said I want the winner of Cambosos and Haney.
Oh, of course. He said that shit and then scheduled 2 fights back to back, talking about I'm busy. I'm like, okay. And you know what they said? Your favorite phrase. Oh, Lomachenko and Devin Haney was always the plan. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all have no idea what the goddamn plan was. What would have happened if Devin Haney would have listened to y'all advice, threw the WBC in the trash because they were fucking him over and went to 140? Would that have always been the fucking plan? God, y'all dumbasses say that every time something
Make shit
sounds
up
good.
on the fly, like,
Oh, well, it was always the plan for Devin Haney to catch
and
pneumonia
then
and go to the
they got
hospital. Like, shut
mad,
the fuck up.
bro. You know how I can tell the hate for Devin Haney was real, for real? When Devin Haney said that Hector Garcia is a fucking tune up.
Because the nigga sucks. He's not even gonna
Oh
beat
my
Lamar
god,
Roach.
bro. These niggas went nuts on Twitter talking about so I gotta see the footage of the sparring. I gotta see it. I gotta see it because I don't believe it because he just beat Colbert. He's a champion. Even Fanon fucking bald headed ass was on there. Oh, Art man, you're very disrespectful to Hector Garcia. He's a champion that just beat fucking and all that shit. I'm like, bro, I get it,
Colbert
but
and
in
Gutierrez.
comparison to Devin Haney and motherfucking Javante Davis, he's a tune up to them niggas, man.
Bro, I posted the footage of Hector Garcia getting dropped in the first round by somebody who Stephen Fulton fought at like 122, getting dropped in the first fucking round by some Stephen Fulton leftovers.
And I said, bro,
Like, bruh.
I get it. I get it. You can say he's a decent fighter and all that. But when it comes to these elite brothers, Tank and Haney, he's a fucking tune up. And what
He's not.
happened? He went in there with Javante Davis. We haven't seen that nigga since. I heard this
Nope.
nigga was real fucked up from that fight, like on some like may not be able to box for real or may not come back the same after.
No, I mean it's that like that, but also because he gonna lose to Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is his mandatory. He's gonna fucking lose. He's not. He's not gonna beat. He's not gonna beat Lamont Roach. So he's trying to delay that shit at 130. So it's
Mm.
like, yeah, there's these dudes like they're not what y'all talking about. And keep in mind, the guy who knocked out the guy who knocked down Hector Garcia in the first round, Stephen Fulton knocked him out in 6 rounds. And Stephen Fulton ain't no fucking puncher. So this dude's already getting handled by marginal ass work.
Exactly, man. But
Yeah, bro.
it is what it is. But Tank fought that nigga and beat his ass easy, bro. And then he
Yeah.
fought another tune up, Ryan Garcia, and beat his ass easy. Like,
Beat
man,
Ryan
like
at, he beat Ryan ass easier than Hector, to be honest.
y'all, I'm tired of niggas saying Tank Haney's the easy nigga and he not getting beat by nobody. What's up with that?
What are you saying that Haney? Oh yeah, Haney is the he loses every single fantasy fight. He loses every single fantasy fight. He has no shot against. But it's weird because they want Shakur to get a king's ransom for easy ass work. Like I understand with Tank, yeah, he makes a lot of money. Y'all sucking today. Okay, cool. Well, we're not gonna talk money with Tank. But with Shakur, why does Shakur deserve all of this shit for easy work? You said that he washes Devin Haney easy. So okay, why can't he get it done? I don't understand. Go if it's an easy ass day at work, just go ahead and handle it and then move on. Like what the fuck? Why we gotta
What
why
that
does it
nigga
cost
say?
so much?
I used to get the best of him in sparring every time.
Yeah. We
Every
see
time.
all the footage.
And then when
I'm
niggas
tired.
when BFTV pull the footage, talk about some nigga, I'm tired. Where was them niggas at saying, yeah, I heard you was getting them out every time this far. Where's them niggas at now? Oh,
And
that
I'm like,
shit don't mean nothing.
what's gonna happen when it's round 7 or 8 and it's close on the cards and you get tired? Because Devin Haney has shown he's able to not only throw but land over 200 punches, and Shakur's never been in a position where he's had to do that. So what are you gonna do when you get tired? What are you gonna do? But I guess we'll never fucking find out. Find out next time on Fantasy Fight Z because this nigga
We'll never fucking know, right?
Yeah, we'll never fucking know because this nigga don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. And also, I really think it's because it's too early. It's too if it's too early because it's early in his career. And literally, if you fuck around and lose to Devin Haney with all the shit your fans talked about him, your hype is gone, nigga. Like your hype is
It's
gone,
gone.
like permanently. Like you'll never get that shit back. You lost a pillow fisted nigga allegedly. So
Especially if you get hurt in the fight too.
oh shit. If you get buzzed, like, oh no, oh no, it's over with. Yeah, so he's like trying to wait, build it up some. And you know what? I like people talking about that fight will happen at 140, 147. I like that. They'll both be huge. They'll both be punching. Whatever. Like let's make it happen.
And Shakur's still gonna be the B side around that time. Y'all know that, right? That's the
Oh,
crazy part. And they don't want to fathom that.
yeah, because Haney is going up in weight. He's Haney not going up trying to fight Jerome Parvis and all these random ass people. He's talking Regis. He's talking fucking Barboza. He's talking Ryan Garcia. He's talking maybe even Tank. He's talking exclusively big people. So yeah, Haney is going to be collecting, and Shakur is going to be talking about, oh, everyone dug me, so I fought I fought marginal ass dudes. I fought LeBron or whatever, like Hector LeBron or Michelle Rivera or some dude like that.
Yeah, bro. And that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing more of Shakur being built up like Terrence Crawford. Eventually, I feel like they might have him collect a belt at 135, probably like the IBF or some shit, or no, most likely the WBO somehow against somebody. Make him the WBO champ at 135.
I
Have him
mean,
fight like Richard Comey or something at a catch weight.
he could be. I mean, shit. Unless Frank. I mean, even with Frank Martin getting the belt, I mean, there's a very real possibility he could be undisputed if he wants it. But something tells me that he'll just, he's like, oh, I need to be focused on fighting the best instead of undisputed. That's what he always does. If the competition gets a little bit too tough, he'll just talk about, oh, I need to fight the best. I need to fight, move
If
up
I
in
was Top
weight or
Rank,
whatever,
I don't
whatever.
even know how to match him up right now because we can all say Shakur versus Loma, but I feel like Loma don't want to fight another fucking black guy again, especially not back to back.
No, yeah, he's coming off a loss. Yeah.
Hell no. And I feel like Top Rank they got Cambosis and they got Loma, so I feel like they're fucking around and make Cambosis versus Loma for one of Devin's belts if that's possible, and probably have talk to God the winner of that fight to fight Shakur. But in the meantime, they're gonna probably have Shakur fight like whack dudes and try to run with the narrative that niggas don't want to fight him.
Well, what they'll do if I was them, so yeah, what you talking about? Yeah, have Loma and the Cambozo fight over WBC or whatever. Shakur could fight this undefeated Ukrainian dude called Denis Baranchek. He's 17-0, ranked number 3 for the WBO. Yeah, he'll beat up that dude because he's not that great. I've seen him fight, and then you could unify with Loma, and then they'll crown Shakur the god of all gods, king of all kings for beating leftovers, just like they did with Buzz. Perfect situation. They'll be like, oh, this guy that we've never heard of is undefeated, and honestly, he colder than Camboza, even though that's some bullshit. But you know what they'll say. They've never. And by the way, before y'all even jump on it, Denis Baranchek, I mentioned his name on here first. Y'all have never watched a single fight of his. Y'all don't know who he is. So when his name gets brought up, don't bullshit like y'all been on it the whole time. I said it right here.
Because it's coming up on that time. When's the last time Shakur fought? Like January?
Shit, I don't even remember. Let me look. Let me look
Bro,
up
I
here.
swear to God, I haven't even watched that fight.
with
Highlights or nothing.
with Yoshi.
Yes.
I watched it, and it is what it is. I mean, he got
Because
him out there,
knew he was
sure,
I
but
just knew he was gonna win that fight. And I knew he was gonna call Devin out after that fight. I
he
just
fought in April. He fought in April of this year, so it's been recent. He hasn't been too inactive.
okay.
Yeah, this hasn't been that long.
You think about another fight with somebody coming up soon?
I mean, well, let me see, because I've always been thinking about Raymond Murataya, but Raymond Murataya got a fight coming up actually. Yeah, Raymond is a little bit busy right now. I figured they'll feed him somebody like Carlos Balderas or some marginal ass dude.
If you're Frank Martin, do you call Shakur out after your fight?
I
next
mean,
week.
absolutely, but what good is it gonna do? It's not. It's not gonna do. It's not gonna do any good because it's not gonna happen.
I mean, you gotta try.
Yeah, I mean, then yeah, we could put pressure on Shakur. Hey, send Frank Martin the same paperwork you sent Isaac Cruz, and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Yeah, send Frank Martin the same paper, the same exact paperwork, same date, venue, money, whatever, for that you sent for Isaac Cruz, and let's get it popping since you have that power, and then we'll see what's what. Because
What
again,
you
he can
think?
send contracts to everybody, but
Enough.
except
Enough. Shakur talk. What up with this guy Boots Ennis versus Villa? I already told my woman. I said, tonight's fight night.
oh, and by the way, Ram Murtai comes back August 12th. But yeah, no, it should be interesting. I'm honestly more excited about the a lot of other stuff on the card. Like they got Yoelvis Gomez. I like him. He's gonna be cool at 154. They got De Los
I know
Santos
who you
versus
talking about. That guy
Adorno.
can't punch worth a damn.
Gomez?
The dude who with the fade, right, from the DR.
He can punch. He been clearing motherfuckers. He got I think he has damn near all knockouts.
I don't know. Last fight I watched it. He didn't look like he could punch.
I like him. That dude's good. He's very wild. I like it. It's gonna be very he's gonna be very tough. He's very aggressive.
He
But
should
no,
move
he
up and
definitely
fight
punches hard.
Adonis.
That would well, I mean, yeah, that would be interesting because that was at middleweight. But Adorno versus De Los Santos is going to tell us a lot about both fighters.
Oh yeah, De Los Santos fight. He gonna call Shakur out after the fight.
If he win, he got to win. You know.
Oh yeah, he better not get knocked out because they
I
Shakur.
think.
Yeah.
I think he can win. I definitely think he can win. Joseph Adorno, he's already got two. He's got two losses, but by decision, and he's got two draws. So he's not a defensive wizard, but he is a sharpshooter and he can punch. So De Los Santos just got to be on his jab, move his head, and be effective with the pressure. And he can do something with Adorno. Because Adorno is beatable. He's already been beat. He's already been beat twice. Whoa,
You
what the
got
fuck? Jason said that he. Jason said he
2
thinks.
weeks.
Oh yeah, that's definitely disconcerting. But Jason, you said that Showtime want Via to beat Boots. Why would they want that? Via not more marketable than Boots.
He is. He can be the first openly LGBT boxer,
Jesus Christ.
and he's Latinx.
Nah, I don't.
That shit.
I don't think Showtime. I don't think Showtime.
Nah, they ain't gonna do it like that. Now Boots is more. I feel like Boots could be more marketable, but Boots got to open up more. He a church boy.
I mean, all he does is work, and that's all he does. He just wants to fight. He don't do all that talking.
Sometimes you gotta let your inner nigger out, and you know what I'm talking about too, Dion.
No, I understand, but that's just. I mean, what you want from him? I mean, I know he's from Philly, but
Like even Devin Haney pushing Lomachenko, like that's what I'm talking about. You gotta let that inner nigga out sometimes. Like nigga, fuck you, nigga.
that's.
I mean, your bitch ass.
I mean, that's like his house was the night. I mean, he grew up in Philly. Don't get it twisted, but he had a whole family. They went to church and they boxed, and that's how he's raised. His dad probably be like, "Nah, I don't show out like that." You know how Bozy is probably like, "Nah, don't do all that. Don't do all that talking." That's what he comes from. That's what he knows. So, but eventually we'll get it. It just somebody got to bring it out of him. Somebody that people see as a legitimate threat to him, that'll get it out. That'll get it out of him. Like once enough people say, "Oh shit, Boo's gonna lose," then he'll be like, "You know what, man? Fuck this. This is bullshit. This is my house."
So that money for that push, yeah.
They gave most of it back because they realized it was bullshit.
Hey, one thing I disagree with Dev. He talking about he giving that shit to the Ukraine nigga. You sound crazy as fuck saying that shit. Hopefully he sent it to the same fucking charity in the Ukraine that Tyson Fury sent it to.
Right, because it's like,
man, that's some crazy shit.
And they don't care. They're not gonna like you. they're not gonna give you any props for that. Gonna be like, yeah, fuck you. Lomachenko won. Give us that money. So yeah, but that that's just part of his good natured Muslim ways, which I respect, but I disagree with it too. I wouldn't be giving them a fucking thing. In fact, Putin is the only reason you got the fight, nigga. You the Putin is who really made you undisputed. If people remember the timeline, because without Putin, there's no war, and Lomachenko would have just beat up Cambosis and never fought you. So if we talking real, if you want to give somebody favors, you should really be hooking up Putin with some bread. All
Yeah,
things
send
considered.
to Flint water crisis or Oakland school system.
Right,
Fact.
or Baltimore school system, because
Facts.
their reading levels are pretty horrendous in the Baltimore public school system. Yeah, nah, but yeah, nah, it's looking real crazy. I hope that, first of all, I hope Hearn wasn't lying about the Regis and Haney contract. I hope it wasn't bullshit, because it could easily be some bullshit. I hope Devin Haney takes that, because that's a viable option. Another hard punching southpaw to practice, get some good experience. You get a belt at 140, because if Devin Haney finds himself in a position where he's beltless, he gonna be in the same situation he was at 135 when he had a belt, if not worse. And then whatever the WBO decides to do, or if you want to, go sign on for Top Rank one more fight, and then do the Barboza thing and unify Regis, that's also good. And then fight the winner, or if Regis beats Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia not gonna fight Haney. He not. That's why even now he's not even calling out Haney. I'm like,
My
why would you fight Haney?
my guy, my source, like these niggas on fucking Twitter and shit. Jamel Herring, he just told me that everything around like 135, 140, it depends on what Devin Haney's gonna do.
100%, because he's the man.
Like niggas not trying to hear that shit. They don't want to believe that shit, bro. And I don't get it because I'm like, dude, do you know how fucking crazy of a legacy would be if Tank had fucking, let's say Tank had the fucking resume of Devin Haney, but he just won all those fights by knockout.
Tank would be fucking untouchable. Like I wouldn't pick Shakur to beat him. I don't know if I'd pick Hayden to beat him. If he did all that, you'd be fucking like, come on. Like, I mean, it'd be ridiculous.
Come on, man. Y'all already know. Imagine Tank with all those belts, bro. Man, you know how many t-shirts I could sell?
You know how much
Like,
money he
nah,
be
real shit
getting.
though.
You know how much money he be getting 3-4 knockouts a year. Like, have Tank hold down undisputed King of the Hill status for 2 years straight with 6 knockouts in that 2 year span. That's damn near Floyd money again. Motherfucker would make literally like probably damn near 100, maybe 200 million just knocking out motherfuckers left and right on the mandatory list. Because if you were to clear Haney and Shakur, wouldn't nobody else at 135 be able to really do shit but get knocked out? Those are only two people that pose a legitimate threat to Tank outside of maybe Frank Martin, but everybody else gets destroyed. Well, yeah, Gary Antoine got to get his shit together. That's on them. I mean, I know he had a shoulder injury, and I know his father died, but he's over here turning down title shots, so he's got to get it together.
Tank don't care about the belts.
Yeah, I don't know why he's still hanging on to that shit. Why are you defending the WBA
If you
regular?
don't
Like,
care about belts, why he always bring that fucking junior belt out every time he fighting somebody? I don't get that shit.
it's funny. I won't pay sanctioning fees for the super, but boy, oh boy, will I hold the regular. Like, all right, nigga.
Nah, but he said some real shit about this nigga Shakur.
Saying all this stuff on Twitter, and I feel as though that's don't be like that. If you like that, then stand on that. You know what I mean? Don't try to be saying all this stuff on Twitter and then run in my locker room and want to take a picture and all that type of stuff. You know? Like, and we asked you like I was somebody that asked you like, feel me? And then he come out and say something he want to fight me. I bet we ain't cool no more. Wait, none of that. That's it. That's what it is. You feel me? And niggas gotta stand on it. That's why I'm in that mode now. Like, I ain't got no friends in this. I ain't got no. You don't see no boxer that on TV that. You know, It's just me and my people, and that's how we come.
Unlike these niggas over there at Top Rank. No, that's my friend. We're buddies, man. If you want to get him, Keyshawn, no, I'll get him. Man, shout out to my dude Bloods Boxing, man.
Shout out to y'all, man. What's up, Art? What's up, Di?
What's
Man,
up,
we
man?
just chopping it up about a lot of shit right now. Like, but my main focus is how fans are treating this Devin Haney versus Regis. Like, y'all, y'all energy shift just crazy. Like, just a couple weeks ago, y'all saying that Regis will fucking knock out fucking Haney.
Stop.
Bring it. Now y'all like, nah, I'm good. Don't fight him. He should fight Ryan Garcia.
Regis deserves the payday, as if we've been giving a fuck about what Regis been doing for the last 3 years. Nigga was up there at Pro Bellum fighting Tyrone McKenna and shit.
Like, come on, bro.
Like, come on, dude.
I like Regis, man. I wouldn't mind my boy getting a payday, but get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that ain't it. I like it for Haney though. Haney need to go ahead and make that happen for real. I don't know what people got a problem with. I don't got a problem with Haney moving up to what
Folks like
fight.
they're saying, "Oh, you got this fight because you picking this fight because you running from Shakur."
I don't know, people, man. Like I said, we could just get caught up in different narratives we see on Twitter, man. But real life, bro, he's not ducking Shakur. Shakur ain't proved shit at 135 where that man should be ducking him. Like, that's foolery, bro.
Real shit.
My
Like,
thing is,
at least give me one scalp at 135. Like,
Give me a Frank Martin scalp.
my thing is, you can't say Haney ducking somebody if you also claim he's running into a guaranteed ass whooping with Regis. Like,
right,
how you go?
can't
How
have
you
it
go?
both ways.
Yeah, like how you go run from Shakur just to run up and get knocked out by Regis? Like, come on, bro.
But they know. But my assumption is they know that when Devin Haney go up there and beat Regis and collect another belt, it's like, nigga, you should be lucky, nigga. You lucky he fucking offered you 25%, nigga. Because what can you really say to this nigga? Undisputed and fucking a champion, another weight class. That's what. Isn't that what Terrence Crawford, your mentor, is doing or did?
Yeah, I recall Shakur saying that they probably end up meeting at 140. Man, I don't know who running around unless he I guess activate his WBO status to get mandatory, bro. I don't think Shakur deserves this fight in the first place. Like I don't know. Get your profile up, bro. Haney has done a lot, bro. It just you haven't
At
done
least this
half the
nigga.
shit that Haney done.
Look at this guy, David Benavidez. He got stripped, right? This nigga had to work his way back up. He fought a couple niggas and then got a Caleb Plant scalp. Now he's saying, okay, I want Canelo. Nigga, you got stripped. Fought this fucking hibachi chef and said, all right, nigga, I want more than 25%. Like, where did they do that at, man?
The guys on Twitter said I deserve it, so I deserve it. God damn it!
This
Right,
nigga
right.
Benavidez coming to fucking Canelo with at least one pay-per-view motherfucking fight that he had. What are you doing?
Yeah, this nigga over here at Weenie Hut Juniors talking about here I know my worth, sounding like them hoes on The View.
I swear. But and it's like, but what is crazy, I will say in Shakur defense, like I would just have to know what the numbers are because he posted something and said that Haney didn't make the money he made against Cambosis. And I'm Googling this shit. This is what Google say. If you're gonna throw something out there, at least let the facts be known. Since you finna act like you finna air the shit out, at least air the shit out and make it seem and show people what you're saying instead of just these baseless claims that the 25 is just because if Haney's saying the 25% is your highest payday, then I think you need to consider that. But I don't know what's real and what's not. I'm not involved in the paperwork. You know what I mean? But it just Shakur just asking for a lot for nothing. Goddamn me, what are you doing out here, man? To be,
I mean, Haney took 70-30 with Cambosis, but that's because Haney was actually a champion at the time. I mean, and that's some disrespect, but he took that. So you being a contender, 25-75 makes a lot of sense. And what you're talking about, they're talking about the Cambosis numbers are bullshit, and that means Devin Haney got a higher percentage. The only thing that Shakur said was true is that Kambosos didn't actually earn 10 million, but he didn't deny Devin Haney's split, which was factually accurate. He didn't actually earn 10 million. He earned a little, he earned less, but that doesn't take away from the fact that the split was what it was.
Right.
And yeah. So yeah, I mean, so
I do
70.
feel like the pot does affect the split though, and that's why I keep on making my little claim is like if the 25% is more than you made in Valdez and other fights, why wouldn't you take this fight? But if it is a drop, a significant drop to what you used to getting paid, I mean, I wouldn't just say just take peanuts because that's just like how people were trying to say Jamal Charlo turned down Canelo and all these old hyped up deals that we never saw numbers on or never none. So I can't just tell the man to just take anything just to get the fight. But if it's anywhere close to your last purse, you need to just go in there and make that shit happen, bro. Like,
Because
you
his
know, shit.
maximum, his most recent maximum has been 3 million. I'm pretty confident that 25% of a potential Devin Haney fight, especially if it's on pay-per-view, will be a little over 3 million. I'm pretty sure. I'd be willing to bet the over under, but I'm pretty confident it's going to either be at or a little over $3 million.
That you think so, D Hop? That's a lot, bro. That's guaranteed. What's that guarantee? A $12 million guarantee on both ends? Like that's a lot, bro. I don't even know if Haney generates that for
Not
the
not
Shakur
necess-
fight.
not necessarily because Haney not going to be making that much more. His purse, if anything, will be probably like 4, maybe 5 max. It's the
Okay.
same as it's the same as Terrence Crawford versus Amir Khan. Amir Khan got like 5, and Terrence Crawford got like 5.5, 6. It's not going to be that much difference.
Okay. I feel that. I was just thinking like the numbers game get weird, bro, and I wouldn't want to sell myself short, but I would understand. In other interviews, I've given Shakur props as far as kind of understanding where he is in the game and not asking for too much. This is the first time that I've seen him sit up here and act like a diva, and it's like, nah, cuz you're not that lit, bro. Like, and I don't go off social media followers or nothing, but Devin Haney's, for one, more accomplished, more popular, profile is bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten paid more. It's kind of like you got to concede.
Folks talking about some Devin Haney's not even known like that. Not even. I'm like, bro, at this point he is because you niggas is hating on him. This whole Lomachenko shit, all the celebrities hating on all that bullshit. That shit's making him a big name, regardless if it's a good or bad.
I wouldn't
My
say he's a household, but he's got a bigger profile than Shakur. Fuck what you talking about. Like, that's crazy.
my
Motherfuckers know Devin Haney, man.
my biggest thing is not even the diva thing. My biggest thing is the fucking lying. You got caught red-handed up here straight lying, talking about signing some contracts and blah blah blah. And like I said earlier, we would have never known that you actually got sent something if you hadn't accidentally admitted it. So you would still be lying to this day. You'd be like, "Oh, I haven't received the contract," when you have. So that's my biggest thing. I just don't like the lies.
So after Regis' last performance, Haney can beat him for sure. I was picking Haney to beat him before that because I already seen them flaws.
Exactly. Yeah. Even if Regis had knocked that dude out, I would still pick Haney to be Regis.
I could see Haney popping that nigga with a jab, frustrating the hell out that dude, have him run into some crazy shit, probably sitting on his ass, not stop him, but probably drop him.
I mean, the good thing about Regis is that Regis is one of those people that fights with his hands down, and he's not fast enough to make those kind of accommodations when you have a lanky fighter. He fights with his hands down all the
With a
time.
strong jab that's gonna make him reset and all that shit. Like,
I
ain't
can
even
see him
tough
getting
fight.
hit with a 1-1-2 combination, jab straight, just multiple times, like how he did Kambosos in the second fight. I can see him getting caught with that shit easy.
I don't think it'd be as easy. I do think Prograis a little slicker than the Cambosis, but at the same time, the way he just kind of, like you say, keep his hands
He
down.
keeps his hands down. That's
Yeah,
what
then
I'm saying.
he like to be in pocket, like, and he get hit a lot on the inside. He just sometimes Regis be scaring me. I be rooting for him, but boy, I be like, boy, you one hit away from getting your ass knocked the fuck out, bro. For real, like you
You
keep
fighting
on.
like you taught yourself how to fight.
Like if Terrence Crawford was currently at 140 today,
Oh my god!
Exactly. Oh my
he'll
god,
mop
with that
all
dumb,
these niggas.
boy, with that dumb shit, Regis be doing sometimes,
Oh
the
my
little
god.
lapses.
I think Terrence Crawford probably stopped him in like 4 or 5 rounds. Like it
Really
was
Probably
though.
like,
3.
yeah, it'll be pretty horrible. Like Terrence Crawford a one shot bink sleep.
And I knew that when he fought Luke Campbell. Like, and I see how Luke Campbell won. As closest fight as it was, but Luke was
Who?
just Luke was there for all of that. Like all that
Luke
Luke
old
versus
Campbell.
who?
uh Regis.
Regis never fought Luke Campbell.
I'm tripping. The other guy, Josh Taylor. My bad.
Oh, okay.
My bad. Josh Taylor. I knew that when they fought. That I was just like, man, you getting clipped a lot, bro. Then you trying to
He
stay
was
on.
getting clipped, and then he was allowing himself to just get clipped, and he wasn't even trying to like throw anything back towards the back end of the fight. So it's hard to scream robbery when you just letting this white boy just fucking dig in the inside and making this shit
Yeah,
a
like
rough
you would
fight.
throw 2-3 shots and then he'll return 2 or 3 shots. So he's leaving the lasting impression on the exchanges for one. And then two, you're not using your footwork. You just kind of just right there to be hit. And you saw like when T.O. kind of gave that boy that boxing lesson, like you just boxed him and gave him that slickness that I know you got. It would have just made it for an easier fight, but you just want to stand there with your hand down and stand right there in the pocket, man. Good luck. Like you say, if the Terrence was at that division, boy, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it'd pretty much be the same level of difficulty for undisputed as maybe slightly elevated, but yeah, if Crawford was still at 140 today, yeah, he pretty much mop all these niggas.
Hey, hey, NJ put other white guy. My bad. Yeah, that showed what it was. The other white guy.
Yeah, all these nondescript ass niggas. But
Hey, they got my
but
boy
yeah.
Kent Cruz going into the fire, going to fight Gary Antoine Russell, man. Kent Cruz from the crib, man. I don't know why they still pushing that fight, but he gonna get fucked up against Gary Antoine, man. I'm like,
When is that?
that's on the upcoming card they just announced in August, I believe.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah, because we've been waiting on Gary Antoine's return.
man, I hope he get it right. I think he's one of the most dangerous 140s there are. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like that last fight when he lost his pops, it was a lot going on. People don't like the way that type of shit in because they just go off the performance, but it's a lot going on when you lose somebody that important. You feel me? So I will give him that, whatever. But he a hell of a good fighter, bro. That boy, he the truth for real. I can't wait to see him shine. You know what I mean?
And I know Antonio. They need to tighten Antonio up some because the last time out he got his ass whooped.
Yeah, I make sure.
Oh God.
I
Don't
make
remind
sure
me
when
of
I'm
that
saying
shit,
Gary
y'all,
Russell, I
ever.
distinctly say Antoine because that boy
Yeah.
Antonio got flaws.
Antonio got beat up. That was
Don't
horrible to
remind me of
watch.
that shit ever. That shit,
That was bad. We watched that one on live, didn't we? He got
I think
smoked.
we did, and I was like, bro, what is this? Oh yeah, I had to turn around and start rolling up.
Like
I
cut
want
the
to see
fight
this shit
off.
go up.
Yeah, that shit was bad. That shit was pretty terrible. It is a dude that he fought before.
Yeah, man. Like it just the whole family can't be that good. Like it's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna skip. It's gonna skip one of them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
hell
fucked
yeah.
up.
And it definitely skipped his ass. Like he was getting clipped. I'm like, damn, boy, like he getting tapped like that, boy. You better step back and put a jab out there because that boy was getting touched. Hey, who y'all got tonight? What's y'all prediction tonight, bro?
I got
With
boots stopping
which
this
one?
nigga in like
Oh,
5.
The Villa. Yeah, I was just talking about the main event.
I got boots in the 7-9 stretch.
I got the 5 stretch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put my money on they got it 7 through 12. So I'm gonna just hope Villa can get through the first 6 rounds.
You
I
put
think you
7.
will.
I
I
don't
think
know, bro.
I think
No,
you
I
will
like
because
it.
Boots is gonna be more cautious. Boots is gonna feel him out, make sure he
Okay.
doesn't, he's gonna be much more disciplined because we saw how he was like swinging and flying around the ring with Karen and shit. He knows he's dealing with a slightly more aggressive operator than Karen. So
Do y'all think Villa's gonna go in there and try to box a little bit instead of trying to bang? Because I feel
nope,
like
Villa
if he tries
going
to go in there and bang, he's gonna get stopped early.
Nah, Villa gonna try to jump on him and neutralize all that slick shit. Because he always says that he already said that the black boxers are runners. So I think he's gonna run right at him and try to jump on his ass and not give him no room to breathe. Because
And
I'll
get
say this.
and look,
Oh,
in a
go ahead.
situation like that, you do that, you can get your ass clipped, nigga, and then it's over.
Because I will say this: Boots is one of my favorites, but everybody got flaws, and I'll be honest about one of Boots' flaws. If you can get on the inside, like deep inside Boots' chest, where he can't get any leverage, he struggles in that area because his only response will be to hold or to pivot out, and he won't actually be able to punch you. So
Yeah.
that's something that he has to work on. That's why people say that him and Errol Spence and is very competitive because that's where Errol Spence shines. So I'll give him that. If he can get inside of Boots' jab and work, he'll give Boots some problems where Boots will have to make some adjustments and do some things because Boots can't get any power off from that close.
I say Boots shouldn't roll any punches today. Fuck that shit. Don't
Shit,
take
why
it
not? Be as slow as fuck.
because if you still dealing with a puncher, you could be nigga. You can be off balance for a split second, nigga, and think that you turn your head all the way and get your ass fucking knocked the fuck over on some off balance shit with an overhand right.
Jesus Christ, that's the last thing I fucking need. If Boots even get tumble, everyone, oh look at your boy, D, how
Yeah,
he
Oh
and
man,
you know
cheating.
what I'm
you
saying?
see how
Like,
they
Oh,
hype up when he get hit. You got
oh my.
motherfuckers making the claim that his defense is terrible because he got hit like 3, 4 times. Like they just anything Boots do.
bro,
That's
that's
just
how it is with black fighters. If black fighters get hit, because they look at us already as like, they don't want to
We're the,
say it.
we're
They
the measuring
directly
stick.
say it. They look at it like we like some super Negroes. So if somebody's able to, hurt us, it's like, oh shit, look at that. That guy must be
sorry,
special.
I caught it right.
Delorme got stopped in what the first round, but because he landed one right hook, people said, "Oh my god, look at Boots' chin! Oh, he getting hit! Like what the fuck are you talking about? He didn't even move."
I'll be
They said Billy gonna run into some. He gonna run into some and get his ass knocked the fuck
I think
out.
I think Boots gonna be more patient this fight. I definitely think he's gonna start off with the jab. That's why I kind of got it going a little later. I don't think Boots gonna come out as aggressive. You know what I mean? Just going off what he was saying from the last fight. It's all based on how Villa approaches though. You know what I mean? The Villa come out there trying to just assault the man. Then, like you say, he gonna run into something. But I think if it's on Boots' time, Boots gonna work off the jab, be patient, just set him up, and it still might end at 5 if he do it that way. But I'm just hoping it lingers into 7. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And
You
also,
can't you can't
I
bet in
think
the
Villa
four
got
to six
more chin,
range.
huh?
You can't you can't bet in the 4 to 6 range because he might get him
Yeah,
out. I
but
would
that's
do
just real
I'd do
risky.
4 to 6 to be honest
I
because
think Villa got chin though. I
Villa,
think I think Villa got chin.
yeah, he got enough chin, but boxing these days it's not up to your chin. It's up
Has
to what
Villa
the
been
ref.
dropped?
That's up
It's
to what
my
the ref
ignorance.
can
Has
think.
Villa been dropped before?
Let me look it up. I hold on. Here's
I
his.
don't recall, but
Yeah, I don't think
I
he's been
didn't
dropped
recall
before
Jamel
either.
getting dropped neither till I just saw the footage the other day. I'm like, damn, Jamel, he did get dropped back in the day. So
That
kind of
was back in the day.
that was back in the day, and it was just a slip, foot, the foot wasn't the proper foot placement, if you will, but at the same time, it happened.
No, Villa has never been dropped. But even that shit with Jamel, I didn't need to see that to understand that there's a very real possibility that Canelo could knock Jamel the fuck out.
What you said, I feel that too. I didn't
Yeah.
even need to see that, and I felt that way.
Yeah, like this is Canelo Alvarez. Like I didn't even if like Jamel had never been clipped in his life, I still wouldn't be foolish enough to believe that Canelo had no chance of knocking him out. There's a very real possibility he can get in there and knock Jamel the fuck out.
And I be shit. I ain't gonna say shit on Canelo, but I'm very critical of his resume. But I did just watch some clips from the other day, and Jesus Christ, boy, if Jamel can take his shots, Jamel wins. You feel me? But man, I seen Canelo lay some body shots on Liam and Rocky Field and all these white bums. I know it ain't Charlo, but still, them punches still are accurate as fuck and snappy as shit. Like Canelo don't fight the whole round, but when he finally explodes and find his spot, man, he hit shit very crisp. You know what I mean? So if Jamel can withstand, though, he could win. I don't like the super bulking up of Jamel, like that picture I seen. I hope he really taking his time and getting the weight right instead of just kind of trying to jump up there in a quick amount of time. I hope he paces himself. But I got,
And I and
mm,
I hope he's not adding muscle. I hope he's not adding too much muscle because you're gonna end up like Anthony Joshua being all robotic and tired and shit.
yeah, yeah,
And it's
I
gonna
can,
throw off his timing.
yeah, yeah. And he is a fighter that is kind of a timing based. A lot of his fighting style is timing and his counter punching and shit like that. So if you throw that shit off, trying to just bulk up too much, no, I don't know. It's gonna be a rough night, but yeah, I'm glad to know that Villa didn't get dropped. So I'm really gonna drop my money on 7 through 12 if I know he ain't never been stopped before and shit like this. So that's cool.
Yeah,
See if I can.
I think his chin is good enough to hold up for five, but after 5 rounds of steady ass whooping, then it's gonna be like, all right, we got to consider our fighter's future, and he's he's starting to see double, and there's blood, and the eyes are closing. They're gonna be like, all right, we might need to just cut this shit off.
I agree. What's up, Eric Gomez? Boxing Pro was good, family.
Kind of
Yeah,
like kind of like Hector versus Tank. After a while, they were like, you know what? It's not. We got the money already. It's been 8 rounds. Let's just go ahead and get the fuck out of here, and then reassess next time.
yeah, facts. Yeah, yeah. All right, man. Shakur looking funny in the light, as you say, my boy.
Yeah, he looking real shaky in the light, my guy. And it's like, what can I really say? Like that hasn't already been said.
We got called haters when we said this day was coming.
We did.
They said you
We
guys
did.
just hating on greatness because he's affiliated with Bud. And we're like, okay, we'll see when the time comes. Fast forward to present day. Ah, nah, man. I know my worth. Fuck out of here.
You guys are kind of critical of Shakur. I didn't see this coming though, so maybe y'all saw something I didn't see. I just always gathered that he kind of understood his position, that he a B
You know what it
side.
was? Folks looked at Shakur and said, all right, damn, this guy does look promising in the ring. But they didn't pay attention to certain moves that he was making and certain things he was aligning himself with. It's like, man, the whole friendship shit with Keyshawn, right then and there, I knew that shit was some shaky shit because it's like, dude, we got fighters talking about they friends and don't want to fight each other. Like, what is this? Around
And
the same weight
Keyshawn,
classes.
and Keyshawn is a fucking weenie. Like, y'all really overestimate his goddamn ceiling. And I can't wait till he fights somebody real. It's going to be funny.
But I like
But
Keyshawn
No,
fighting
I
style.
think Keyshawn a fucking dog. I think he's gonna be
I
a
like his
problem.
fighting style. I feel like Keyshawn versus Frank will be a different fight than Shakur versus Frank. Style
My
wise.
my biggest thing is I always say that when y'all hype these dudes to no end, like they're already P for P number one, they're already the Mayweather, whatever, they have no incentive to take tough fights. Because y'all have anointed Shakur as the guy and he's fought absolutely nobody. So what is his incentive to jump in the ring and fight somebody for real? Because you already said he beats everyone. Y'all said he whoops Devin Haney. Y'all said he whoops Tank. Y'all said he does this. So and he's back home thinking, well shit, I haven't taken a single tough fight, and these niggas already say I'm the truth. Why start now? And then you
Well,
got
you
Bud
gotta.
over there.
I hope he ain't that simple minded, like, cause you know damn well I don't give a fuck who hyping you up. You ain't did enough to act like you that guy, and that's what I gathered from him in interviews, that he didn't take all that attention to the head. Like he kind of said some things that I was like, okay, Shakur, you kind of get it. You good, but you're not there yet. So kind of accept what you can and make it happen. But this shit right here is a whole different tone, a whole switch up on me. I'm like, nah, Shakur, bro. You can't act like you get it, and then when it's time to get it, because Haney don't have to offer you nothing, because like I say, really your profile is nothing at 135. You know, it's just a good in-house fight and top rank, and Shakur getting the hype. But for real, like Devin don't owe that boy shit unless he what they say, exercise the mandatory WBO shit, which I don't know if he's done yet. But
He hasn't done it yet. He's had 2 opportunities and hasn't done it once. He said he was gonna do it, but hasn't done shit.
see,
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like I said, the way y'all pushing Shakur Stevenson, he gonna be doing his video with the next legend crying and shit about y'all putting too much pressure on him.
And I mean, and that's why Shakur deleted the tweet. He's like, yeah, I see what Bud was talking about. It's like, bro, we already know you follow the same game plan. Bud is having his first step up fight at 35 years old. Y'all don't think Shakur and Keyshawn back there looking at that juicy ass blueprint? Oh shit, bro, we gonna get rich in the bitch. We don't gotta worry about nobody until we
but
have
what's so
after that 30.
crazy that plan don't exist right now. Good luck with that. Like, especially with the pressure of even people like you, D having motherfuckers who they kind of trip off of, who the walls are closing in on that bullshit, bro. That's why a lot of fights happening. Like, I don't think they can ride that wave that turns roll without running into a for real beast at some point. Like, I don't think they'll have a road as easy as turns right now in this climate, with fights getting made and fans is pressing, and fighters are responding to the press. You know what I'm saying? Not press like media, but the press y'all putting on these fighters to make shit happen. They be going back thinking about that shit. Like, I think that's why a lot of shit getting made. I don't think they'll be able to ride that easy road. You know what I mean? They probably can get a few off, but long as people like Devin in position, Regis in position, it's just people who with the smoke. You ain't finna run into no Indongos and no Julius and no Burns right now, Ricky Burns right now. You gonna bump your head into some real savages right now. You know what I mean? So they might can ride it out for a minute, but I don't know how long that easy road gonna go right now in this climate. Motherfuckers actually getting in that ring now.
And
I
I'm
don't know
very
about Keyshawn. Keyshawn might ride the wave for a minute. He kind of look delusional sometimes. I think he might. He talk tough, but I think he gonna ride that. Oh, it's just my 7th, 8th fight out for a long time before he finally step up. But Shakur kind of at a point where rubber meets the road. What's up? You know what I mean? You talk to yourself in this corner. What you finna
Keyshawn ain't
do?
gonna have fights till he motherfucking Frank Martin age.
That's what and they trying to age my boy out too, bro. They aging Martin out, bro. They ducking him because he don't have a big high profile.
what is it, like 27?
28.
I think 28.
Oh shit. Yeah, you better get cooking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trying to age him out.
Shit.
And then in PBC, who does he have at 135 that could really boost his profile? Like even that Michelle Rivera fight, it was cool, but the rating show that was really a hardcore boxing, event. Like who can Frank fight that can boost his profile up? That would be even interested in fighting him.
You got Isaac Cruz, you got El Rayo, De Los Santos, Tank himself. We don't know if Tank would fight Frank Martin.
Bro, he'll kill all the niggas besides Tank.
Yeah. I don't like Isaac Cruz on his weak ass trying to ride the way till he get a Tank rematch. I'm sick of that shit too. Bro, like, man, get your weak ass on.
Bro,
yeah, that's trash. You need to put in a good day's work.
Fans gotta call that out.
Who do?
I mean, fans gotta call that
They
out.
do. They've been on his ass. Like even some of his hardcore Mexican fans, like, okay, bro. Okay, the jig is up, bro. You fight somebody. Like I say, the cards that all you gotta do is shuffle the deck at 135. It's too many mugs for you to sit up here and go fight a no name. Like I say, you got Frank Martin in the stable. You got Keyshawn. You got Shakur, Loma. The new boy that they talking about. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of. I don't know, man. They looking funny out here, bro. It's just too much smoke at 135 to be sitting up here bullshitting like the heavyweights is.
And honestly, this dude Giovanni Cabrera that Cruz is about to fight might fuck around and give him some issues. He's a guy that moves a lot. He's a guy that has a good steady jab, not much punching power, but he knows that and compensates with movement, skills, and he's currently undefeated. And people like to forget, but Isaac Cruz had a loss and a draw before he even fought Tank. So people lesser than Tank have been able to beat him. So that's just something to look out for. So this next fight, he might actually look kind of shaky again. Yeah, but no, Isaac Cruz needs to stop being a weenie and actually earn a damn paycheck. Tank broke his little hand, and all of a sudden people certifying Isaac Cruz as some kind of ultimate badass. It's like, bro, let's not get it twisted. This man has no jab. Well, you said Mason got glass chin based off what? What was we talking about?
I just asked y'all what y'all thought about him, and that's the comment I read. I'm like,
hey, Bill Haney sending shots on the gram right now. He posted a picture of him and Dev, and then him as young, and then him and Dev with the belts. He's talking about we did what has never been done in our sport, and to do it, you gotta have heart. I feel like that's a shot.
I don't. I feel like that's just, that's the truth. If you ain't talking about all this know your worth, blah, 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 bullshit, okay, go ahead, prove it. Show us. Show us why you are a force to be reckoned with.
So you think he just supposed to take, hold on, man, I got to get on y'all about this. So he just supposed to take anything Devin offers him?
Yes.
Nah, you wouldn't be high. Come on now. I don't think nobody taking anything. Even Floyd didn't take anything from.
But you know what's crazy?
The reason why I say anything.
Look, hold on 1 second, D-Hive. Even Floyd said he wouldn't have took no deal like the deal that fucking Devin Haney took against Kambosos.
Exactly.
I think he meant the multiple rematches, like and Loma in the mix. Because I felt like it was a good deal to go to Australia, but to have to rematch him in Australia and Loma, that was the slavery part of the contract. You know what I mean?
And keep in mind, on the money, he got fucked in all three fights. he basically was the B-side in all 3 fights, despite what he did.
But $3 million is not B-side money. So like I say, if Shakur money is at least up to there, 1.52 or better, I think he should take that fight. But if it's some crumbs, bro, you can't, you got people in his pocket, got people to pay. You can't expect him to just take it on.
And that's
nothing.
really what it is. People
That's
talking,
really what it is.
Yeah, people talking all this. Oh, Jay Prince is gonna do this. Jay Prince has got his hand in the goddamn cookie jar, and Shakur finding out right now how expensive being a millionaire really is.
Oh, me.
So now all of a sudden he's like, well, I was like, nah, nigga, you got bills to pay. You've been balling out of control, and you probably had one of those talks with your accountant. It's like, all right, nigga. You know, you gonna either you get some big money, you're gonna have to be fighting 5-6 times a year. So, you know, and motherfuckers don't want to be out here like Roy Jones fighting bodybuilders and shit, trying to keep the lights on. So, so you know,
yeah.
And
that's why I kind of gotta feel. You gotta feel that the money aspect plays a part, and that's the only thing I kind of just be. I just think he needs to shut up on Twitter, bro. Like Twitter just gives motherfucker the ammo to kind of just cream him in this fashion, like you know what I'm saying, talking all that shit, and then
it is he tried to clap back, and then his fans in the comment section like, bro, just take the money and shut Devin up, bro.
But let's be real. We know that the money is not garbage because it, like we just been discussing, even Haney's most garbage fights have been around 2.5-3 million.
But look at but they weren't. They were in front of 40,000 people in Australia.
No, I'm talking about when he was back on the zone.
I think they just got a sweet deal out of Eddie giving money at the time. I don't think Devin actually brought their revenue back. Me personally, I just think they caught Eddie at a sweet time where he didn't have nobody and he was just throwing that money around. They skated right on in. Like, let me get that. You know what I mean? I don't think Bob would have gave him those, or even Al would have gave him that type of money at that point in his career. So I applaud them for going to get the bag, but I don't think that's based off popularity or revenue. I just think they just got it while the getting was good. You know what I mean? From Eddie. Like
I strongly believe that if Loma and Haney could do 150, I'm confident.
Shit. Hey, I got some breaking news, man.
I'm confident that Shakur and Haney could do at least that. But what's up?
This is what Ronnie Shields had to say about David Benavidez.
Oh Lord.
David Benavidez. What do you know happened about that? And do you still want that fight, or what do you have planned for David Morrell next? So what's the rumors?
It's not for me to say who Morrell is going to fight next, but funny thing happened, right? When my first fight was with David Morrell, Benavidez wanted to fight him, right after my first fight with him, and I wasn't comfortable with that because I'm trying to get to know my fighter. And I'm trying to get him to know me. And so after...
Oh, God damn it, Ronnie. Get off the mic.
Now you can get it. Now they don't want it. They claiming nobody knows.
Hold on.
And so after the fourth fight, I said, now you can get it. Now they don't want it. They claiming nobody knows who else. But who knew him after the fourth fight? Nobody knew him then. Now they saying nobody knows him, blah, blah, blah. They won't do good on pay-per-view, this and that. Look, Morrell is ready for anybody. Another guy, right?
Shit. He's saying that basically David Benavidez team is claiming that now they don't want to fight him because nobody know him and they want to.
Man, I feel them 100%. Fuck
No.
that. Fuck that. That's a dangerous fight when you got a big payday ahead of you, bro. That's dangerous.
I do remember at a time they wanted to fight Morrell early in the game. And Ronnie Shields just stated, I don't know about that.
But then, so then, is Samson Lukowitz lying? Is he lying
That's
about
why
the contract?
I think Samson be speaking out of pocket a lot. I don't. It seems like they
We need to
always
get Samson on this
clarity.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what we need. Samson. We need Samson and Benavidez though, because sometimes Benavidez contradict what Samson say. So I'm like, who's really telling the truth here? You know what I mean?
The only reason this fight has any hype right now is because Samson got on tape and said that the fight was basically signed. So we're like, oh shit, great, fantastic. And now everybody like nothing was signed. So what the fuck was Samson talking about? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Samson trying to do his in-house thing because
You are steady fucking lying.
You lying,
Yeah.
bro. I just think you on your in-house trying to scheme a good fight, but fuck
Hey,
that, bro. If
you
I'm Benavidez, man, fuck that right now, bro. I
tell
got
them space niggas that be like talking about how many people they interview. Get Samson and Benavidez back on the line and have them niggas huddle up and sort some of this bullshit out because somebody lying. Somebody lying back
man.
here.
Somebody lying. Shit. 'Cause I don't know. The brother said Jamal Robinson don't take anything, just run your mouth and duck and fight a bum. And said, I don't think he got a my bad. We gonna go back to Morel, but I don't think Shakur gonna fight a bum. He got a loam over there. He got some people he can fight, but man, I ain't with the taking crumb shit. But yeah, but back to Benavidez and Morel. Though. If I'm Benavidez, I ain't gonna say duck that fight. I put that fight on hold because that is a dangerous, high risk, low reward fight that you could possibly lose, bro. I don't know what it is I see in Morel, man, but that dude is special in that ring, bro. I don't know if maybe I just ain't seen. I wouldn't mind him and Andre fighting. Him, Morel and Andre, that's the fight I would
What?
rather have won. Yeah,
Why you
man.
gonna do that to Andre? What the fuck?
Because he got to prove himself at 168. They be trying to throw him in the mix like he's like they be doing him like I don't even lie how they doing Shakur like he's actually in the mix of the 168 and he's not. Like
Nah,
get a body.
he's fringe. He's fringe right now. But dang,
Yeah.
you go put Morel on Andre like
Come
that.
on, bro. Fuck all that. Y'all try to. Man, I'm sick of this bullshit with
Oh
Andre. And then
my
you know the racists. You know I know I'm a big ball fan, bro. So they can't wait to throw Andre in the mix. I'm like, bro. For one, the resumes are different, bro. But then Andre needs to prove himself. And y'all think he good as y'all say he is. The moonshine nigga, all these old people. Put him in there with a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would like the Plant fight, but on some fuck Plant. Like, two losses, you know, he go down to the bottom of the mix. Fight Morel, bro.
Yeah, Plant gonna need some time off because I think Morel probably knock him the fuck out. But
Man.
but yeah, nah, that's great. But my thing is though, okay, so I understand what you're saying, but then what's Benavidez's alternative? They really talking about pulling Munguia out their ass?
I would love it.
Oh my god, watch fucking
I'm talking about
Munguia.
marketing wise. That's a good, it's an easier fight for Benavidez. You could throw that bitch in Mexico and make a and put Canelo on the hot seat of the world when you got two other Mexican fighters fighting in Mexico and they put on a great show. Like that, I think that just forced Canelo hand. I just also think it builds the fight to larger proportions. You know what I mean? And I don't think nobody else out there for Benavidez to really fight at 168 that's worth his time and money. You know what I mean? Like,
They're gonna have Benavidez fight Shishkin next. Watch.
right,
They're gonna pull
right.
that 16 and no nigga off pro box and go, here's your debut and get him smoked.
On me. But I do that instead of fighting Morel, and I ain't no fan of no motherfucker ducking. But I just know that boy special at Southpaw. He a
And
big
that's
dude,
what I
though.
told. That's what I told folks. When people was like, "Yeah, let's bring on Benavidez Morel." I was like, "Man, I don't know about that one because y'all saying Benavidez because he fought Plant and y'all don't know Morel." I'm like, "Bro, Morel will probably beat this dude ass."
And
Yeah,
fuck up
I
your
got I
big
got Morel
payday,
beating
bro.
him. But Benavidez is not gonna get Canelo. It's important y'all understand that.
I think, like Spence said in the interview, I think the names are already picked out for him at PBC. And I definitely know, well, I ain't gonna say me know, but I just gotta believe in my heart that Benavidez is one of the names, bro. And
He's
they
not.
probably saving him for last, bro.
He's
Like,
not.
that's the biggest money. You think Al ain't trying to make no money? What other fight do you get that
I
makes
think
that
that's.
type of money besides him and Spence?
I
You know what I
strongly.
think Benavidez is? I
Oh,
think that's the emergency fight if Canelo loses to either Charlo or Spence. I feel
So
like
you think he'll do this 3 fight deal and Benavidez, the fight that everybody clamoring, ain't in the mix? Nah,
I
y'all
think. I
got
think.
PBC kind of fucked up on
I
that
think
too.
it's two Charlo fights. I think it's two Charlo fights, and either like a spin situation or like again one of the randoms at 168, like a Shishkin or somebody else to polish it off. But I don't think Benavidez is in the mix.
That's deep. That's deep. I don't
And
know, man.
it's not even because Al Heyman didn't try. It's because Canelo's like, no, I don't. That dude, I'm not doing it. Like he turned down the Charlo deal the first time because Benavidez's name was attached.
Joe did.
So
Sure did.
so Canelo's adamant. He's like, look, I can come over here and do this, but I'm not fighting that one. Okay, god damn it. Nah, I done spoke.
And see, that's why I love, even though I felt like Jamel was on some bootlicking shit at the time, where he just, always giving Canelo props. And, I think he played this shit smart. You know what I'm saying? Not to offend Canelo, because Benavidez talk cash shit, so did Andre. And Canelo be playing, we be a little sensitive with his ego and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think Jamel played it real smart, kept it real cool. So when my time get called, he ain't got no bad blood, feeling like a bitch about me. So you know what I'm saying? Here we go. But that's even gonna be. I don't think Canelo get out this three fight without unscathed. Let me say, you feel me? I don't think he complete this 3 fight deal and don't take an L. But it, like I say, in my heart of hearts, thinking I know Al Heyman thinking, you gotta know that's the biggest fight in. I ain't gonna say in boxing, but as far as that Canelo deal, only Earl Spence and Canelo would trump that financially. You know what I mean? I couldn't see them. You know what I'm saying? Like if Earl lose and that fight ain't on the table no more, you gotta fight Benavidez. You gotta make that 100 million back, because you're not gonna make it off Charlo, and even
Uh,
2 Charlo fights don't give you that money back. I don't think. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it depends. Like if it turns into, if the first fight turns into fireworks where it's on like some Canelo Triple G type
Right.
shit, then hey, maybe if it does end up a draw and it's close, or somebody gets rocked or somebody almost gets knocked out, it could do something. But I just, like I said, this is not Al Heyman didn't want it. Is Canelo said, look, I can come over here, but that nigga's off the table. I said, like, I'm not doing it. And that's what I legitimately think happened. If I'm wrong, fantastic, because I want to see the Benavidez
Yeah,
Canelo
yeah.
shit.
I'm like, that's putting Canelo in a real bitch category right there. Like, I'll take 3 fights, but not him. And you know damn well that's the fight everybody want. I don't think Canelo no bitch made dude like
I'm,
that.
I'm
That's super soft.
I'm
Jesus
going
Christ.
I'm going off previous behavior. This situation was offered to him, and he was entertaining it. And then Al Heyman threw in Benavidez, and they said, "Oh no, fuck all that, fuck all that. It's over with. I'm done."
But the trip is, I can see Canelo beating Benavidez. I think Morrell and Spence are more of a problem from him than Benavidez. Personally, like I think Benavidez defense laps got a lot of defensive flaws. Sometimes he walk in with his hands down, like, but he keep pressure on, and that's what Canelo have a problem with, a motherfucker who just keep applying pressure. But I can see Canelo countering Benavidez. I don't think that's more of as a dangerous fight as if Canelo. Man, I don't know. It's a dangerous fight. Don't get it twisted, but it ain't one that I don't think Canelo couldn't win. Like it ain't like he just. I don't know. I think Morrell is more of a problem than Benavidez personally, as far as style wise. But
I
man,
agree, but I think they both beat him, and
right.
mainly it's because of just size. Like you notice how he couldn't quite get Callum Smith out of there, even though he threw everything in the kitchen sink at him. It's because Callum Smith was big and he kept his hands up for some of the time. And I think that they're just physically too large, especially Benavidez, fat ass. I think they're just physically too large for his punches to have the typical effect that they normally do.
I agree. And Canelo's age too. He's an old 33. You feel me? Shit, 60 fights, then pro shoots 15. And shit gonna play out at some point. You know what I mean? Some point soon. He said, I've never seen Benavidez disrespect Morrell like he disrespect. He doesn't. He does not talk shit about him. Morrell coming out making all type of comments. You know, Benavidez slick at the tongue. He quick to come back and say some shit. He's not quick to say nothing to Morrell right now.
That's because Morel is same is his size. You know, I said pick on somebody your own size. Yeah, Morel is just as big as you. And
He
keep
ain't
in
talking
mind,
shit to Jamal all the damn time. Talk that shit to Morrell like that, a person who ready.
keep in mind, Morel had to actually come down from 175. David Benavidez has never even ventured to 175. Morel is coming down from there. So this is, Morel is a little slightly bigger, to be honest.
Damn, see, I didn't even know he came down from 175. I just knew his frame looked big. That boy,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he coming down. He coming down from 175. So it's like, yeah, this not fucking Kyron Davis and Anthony Durrell and them other niggas.
yeah, facts. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
dog. Yeah,
man,
this dude's gonna be
that
in
we're
there
gonna be
talking with
interesting
you.
to see how shit gonna shake up, man. I'm probably, shout out to PBC for making this shit by putting us even in position to talk like this. You know what I'm saying? Because boy, last year, man, it was so you had motherfuckers saying PBC folding and we won't get no fights and had me scared a little bit. You know what I mean? As far as just damn, maybe not they going out of business, but had me just skeptic that a lot of things would happen. So I'm just glad we getting all these fights this year. And the little chick who do promo for TGB was like, they ain't even dropped the other half of the schedule. You feel me? So what do y'all got planned from September to December? You know what I mean? That's deep. So hopefully we get everything. No, I don't think we're gonna get a lack of good matchups though. I think at this state of the game, I think even the boxers know, the promoters know that the hardcore fans affect the casual fans. So if they put on something that we react to, casual fans, you know what I mean, gonna gonna be reverberate to the casuals. But yeah,
That's
though.
why, and what you said was so important because that's honestly why I go so hard trying to nip false narratives in the bud. Because, like what you just said, the casual fans have a great amount of influence, and sometimes they'll run with narratives, and then that'll delay the fights that we actually want to get made. Like despite Tank versus Ryan being a fantastic success, it like for fans it was a waste of fucking time
Man,
because we all know Ryan was just gonna get smoked because Ryan sucks. That's it. That's it. That's all. And as a fan, you shouldn't be concerned. I mean, you should understand the business aspects, but you shouldn't be concerned about how much money the fighters are taking home because they got people for that. That's not our responsibility. Our responsibility is to advocate for the fights that we want to give them commercial viability. Like just last year, you had niggas talking about Spence Crawford not finna sell. Like, what the fuck? Why would you even put that out there? Like, why would you even say some dumb shit like that? Of course, it's not going to sell if you keep saying it's not going to sell. Like, so I don't want casuals picking up on the nonsense.
yeah, and it's so like even just me joining Twitter last year on the boxing trip just let me see like, damn, this is why boxing is in a fucked up state.
So you cut out.
My bad. I was just saying, there's so many weirdos who put out false narratives and just fuck the sport up, bro. And they're be rooting on the downfall of good boxing events. Like you say, why would you say that fight ain't gonna sell? You know what I mean? Like that don't even make no sense. And anybody who's called themselves a boxing fan, if you ain't ordering Spence Crawford, you just either hate Al Heyman or you just hate life and you don't really like the sport for real.
These
Because
niggas
how the
talking
fuck?
about, I ain't streaming. I'm streaming that shit. I ain't
Come
watching.
on, cuz.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the fight for me and my mom. I'm gonna buy it twice and be like, Mom, you don't have to watch it, but just
Man, even
put it
this nigga,
on.
bro, even this nigga Tariq Nasheed talk about he about to host a fight party at the museum. I said, oh shit.
That's gonna be big. They don't know.
Damn, if I was
I don't
still in
think
LA, I'd go.
I don't think people understand
That's
how
what I
big this is
said
for our culture.
at
Like
the
our
fucking
culture. Fuck the world. That's how big this is for our culture. Like every NBA star, every athlete, every rapper is gonna be in Vegas that weekend for that fight. You know what I mean? Like if they not ordering at home, I'm just saying like how much it means to our culture. Like it might not reverberate to the rest of the world, but I know when I'm going to barbershops and clubs, the
bro.
only thing they just step into me, King, who you got, who you got for the who you picking? I'm like, yeah, this is talking to people right here. You know
That's
what I mean? This event.
that's why I was on Terrence Crawford ass so tough because he was over there talking about, oh, that fight not gonna do nothing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is you doing? Stop saying that on camera. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Maybe
God
just
damn.
like Bud, bro. A lot of that old propaganda, oh, the fight's never happening. I'm just like, come on, Crawford, you are kind of part of the problem right now. And then when I be listening to
Exactly.
a lot of Earl interviews, Earl make it seem like he made a lot of concessions for that man.
Because
Who
he
knows
did.
how difficult that man was being?
Bro, Crawford leveraged Spence's desire to be great. And I'm telling you, I'm don't listen to me. I don't really don't know what happened. This is just an uneducated guess. He probably gave that nigga 50-50 with some extra shit.
You
The
think?
way because when Spence was talking about what he had to give up to get the fight, he looked sick. He looked legitimately sad because like he wasn't even concerned that he was fighting Terrence Crawford. He was concerned about the amount of bread he had
I
to
had to
give
give
up.
up that dust. And they was like, what about
Right.
the bet with Ellie? I gave her more than that to make the fight happen.
Hey,
So that,
Yeah,
and they said that
exactly.
was $1 million bet. So if you had to give him more than that to make the fight happen, like I say, who the fuck knows what Crawford was asking for?
I'm pretty sure the deal is probably on like some 55-45 Crawford weight type shit. I'm pretty sure it was disgusting. I'm pretty sure he gave him 50-50 and some more shit. So that's why like the him fighting Crawford, he looks happy. When him talking about that money, he looks sick. He like, yeah, you know what? It had to be that way. I'm like, oh, that nigga got y'all. Like, he looks legitimately depressed when he talk about that money.
Hey, your boy
I
Shakur
was muted.
tripping, man. Y'all see his
Huh?
newest tweet?
Oh.
Who?
Shakur.
Oh my god, hold on. Let me.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to order
God.
some
Stay
food.
the
Let me
fuck off
transition.
Twitter, man. The
No, let me
fuck,
see what this
man.
motherfucker's
I
saying.
told you, man. I say that shit about Jamal, man. You know, a lot of white bitches saying shut up and dribble. That's how I be feeling about Jamal sometimes. Man, just shut the fuck up, bro. Get on that Hennessy and get to talking that shit on live, challenging Benavidez, and then
Oh my
backtracking. Then
god, look at this hating ass nigga. Oh my god,
oh,
get
y'all
your
gotta read it to
bitch
me, man.
ass.
I'm not in the room. What do he say? Cuz?
He says, "Yo, Vasily Lomachenko, nothing but respect, champ. You deserve them belts. I hope you healed up and everything is good with you. I think it's time for real high skill level chess. I'm ready for a big fight, champ. Let's make something happen.
Let's
Get
go.
this,
No,
get
let's
this
go.
nigga the fuck out of
Hey,
here."
I was screaming that yesterday. Y'all remember? I told, hey, that's the only fight for you, bro. Just go prove something. Do something, bro. Loma's the only name. I'm not mad at this, actually. I know y'all probably did some sucker shit, but I'm not mad at this. I was screaming this yesterday, like, come on, cuz. Get Loma in the ring and kind of show the world you can do Loma worse than Devin did. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, make a case for yourself to where you deserve more than 25. Other than that, nigga, shut up and take this money. You know what I mean? But
This
if you
nigga
fight a
hella.
Loma,
You
Yeah,
deserve
yeah,
belts, champ.
you can get the big piece of chicken over Loma. 75-25 that nigga, make yourself feel better.
but you don't think that puts him in a better position negotiation wise if he produces against Loma? I think that helps
Yeah,
his case
but
a little bit.
that fight ain't gonna be at 135 then.
But I'm like, what does I mean? Like, what does it do? Like, let's say he knocks out Loma. Okay, so what? Now you deserve fucking more than 25%. What the fuck? Like, I mean,
A
come on.
little bit, a little
It's
bit, 30,
You deserve 30.
30.
30.
It
all
takes
right.
me to 30.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, all
Yeah, every
right.
little bit matters. I'd rather get 10% of something than 100% of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like shit,
If
let
the,
me
if
get
the,
that 5% up.
if that's what they're gonna go with, all right, fuck it. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but in
Real
the
shit.
meantime, in between time, while they're doing that, hopefully Haney is sealing up this Regis deal. If Regis punk ass don't all of a sudden decide he want Ryan, if the deal's even real, because again, Hearn could be full of shit.
If I'm Regis, I fight Ryan first. I get that bag.
Ah,
I
damn.
get that bag first. I just get it. Because I feel like he could beat him, for one. I thought he could beat Ryan. And two, it helps out negotiation wise. Because, you know, if you and Ryan do a million pay-per-views, you can say you and Ryan did a million pay-per-views, even if Ryan brought 850,000 of the views. You know what I'm saying? You can still say, hey, this is what we did. You know what I mean? In negotiations with a person like Devin, who is constantly just raising his stock and his worth. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas going against a nigga who was getting well, I don't say overpaid, was getting paid hella money at the zone, took a slave deal and beat all of them odds, beat Lomachenko. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like that dude then went through the fire and here's y'all turn. So when y'all negotiate with him, y'all gotta make sure y'all got something to lean on because he got a lot to lean on as far as what he's done out here. You know what I mean? So shit. But I'm glad about this moment Shakur thing. That's what I was rooting for. There you go, Shakur. Get your mind out this. get your mind out.
He ain't have to approach it like that though, my nigga.
Hey, he over
What
here
was he
sucking
supposed to
Loma dick,
do?
talking about, oh
I
yeah, I know
mean,
you're really supposed to be undisputed, champ. So if I
that's some
beat
soft
you,
shit.
if I beat you, it's basically like I beat Haney and I'm undisputed. You're gonna be on some TFE shit. Watch.
That's oh no, you called it. That's why he said it like that. He's setting the stage where you are still the real champ. He's doing the
Right.
ESPN thing. He really wish he could delete the loss on the motherfucker and say you really won, so he could make a case for himself like he beating the actual champ. But nah, that's not real, my dog. I feel the amp and I see where you going. And but you know, on Twitter, it's always someone on there to applaud some bullshit, bro. So you gonna have some people who riding with you on that shit, but not me, my boy. I can't ride with you on that. But I do like a Loma scalp, though. I do like a Loma scalp. But this is dick riding to the finest and trying to plant the seed that you're beating the guy who really beat Haney, but that's not
And
the
God
case.
and God forbid Lomachenko don't take the fight because they're gonna fast forward because people forget Lomachenko ducked Haney first any fucking way. That's how the email bullshit got started. But if Loma doesn't take the fight, oh my god, Lomachenko ducking Shakur. See, nobody wants the smoke. Like, oh my god, I gotta deal with that bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, let's go. Let's fucking go. I want to see Shakur Loma anyway, boxing wise. That's a fight I would love to see. And then, like I keep telling y'all though, Haney has to find to a person like me make the decision that I'm going to 140 and say that shit. But all this straddling the fence, that's where you will get people from both sides saying all these things like, "Oh, you won't take, you duck the tank, or you faking on Shakur." You getting all that because you holding on to them belts at 135. Like, let them go. Like, fuck them belts. You already proved yourself. But if you kind of holding on to them motherfuckers, you got to kind of deal with some of the smoke that even if it's unjust, you are the man. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I think he should just make a for real decision just to go to 140. And that kind of just take him out the conversation of all that shit until everybody decides to jump up. And he got the type of power to do that. Like, y'all could jump up and fight me. Because I didn't watch interviews where Shakur said he said Haney has always been in a weight class above him, and he think they'll finally meet at 140, 147. Like, he said that in the interview. So I ain't fucked up about them not fighting at 135. You know what I mean? Like, shit, it can happen later. But, you know what I mean? In the meantime, between time, niggas got some decisions to make. You know what I'm saying? Haney, shit, go on 140 with Pro Grace, and Shakur go fight Loma. Shit, because y'all, it sounds like y'all ain't finna get a deal done the way y'all talking, the way both sides talking. Like, it don't sound like we're nearing an end. So shit, you know what I mean? Do what else you finna do? You know what I mean? I know y'all big Haney fans. I like both, man, but I give Haney a little stick because he still hasn't yet to have a dominant performance to me over a top guy. He did that before.
I like Haney, but I keep it fair across the board. That's why I make every fan base mad. And trust you, me. People keep asking me all the time, "What you gonna do the day comes where Haney's on some bullshit?" I'm gonna tell you, he is getting barbecued as well. Nobody is above it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I like
because people forget. People talking shit, but I was one of the last remaining Andre defenders on Twitter. And when he turned down Zach Parker, all niggas cooked me for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I get cooked about Jamal a lot. Like you say, I ain't here to make no one fan base happy. I'm just here to keep it real. But
right.
If you looking funny, I say this all the time. Earl do some bogus shit like Bud was doing. I'll be on Spence ass about it. Pause. You know what I mean? As far as just the bogus shit he be saying, the blatant lies you tell on media, like it's just kind of like, come on, bro. Like,
it's just like Jamal. Like I'm starting to get on.
God,
I'm starting to get on Jamal because I'm like, bro, win or lose, this is Canelo. Why the fuck would you turn this down? Like, I understand family problems, but you can only solve inactivity with fucking activity, and this is the most activity you ever gonna get. What the fuck you gonna do now? Aside from like, if Jermell get this, what the fuck you gonna do? Fight him? Like, you gonna fight your brother? Because I mean, you know, that's what else you gonna do? You got to fight Benavidez, Morrell, or your brother because you're not getting Triple G. You're not getting Janabek, bitch ass. I mean,
Janabek's a bitch. He be talking all that shit. He the only motherfucker I troll on Twitter, bro. Like,
Janabek sucks.
Post something, I just post a Jamal Charlo picture, bro. Like, fuck you, bro.
Janabek's not good. No, he's not good at all.
But no, this is the shit. I don't know if somebody runs this Twitter handle or something, bro, but they be talking cash shit. I only want the big fights and other champions. And I'll be sitting here like, bro, you got another champion right there that you just refuse to call out. Y'all calling out Triple G, just fucking gave up the belt to avoid Maul, man.
Janabek probably wouldn't even beat Bentley in a rematch. like
man, he's not talk good. About exposed. Yeah, talk about exposed, my boy.
Yeah, he's not good. He's not good at all. Some nigga like Austin Williams come up and fucking beat Janabek.
For real. And he be talking all that shit. Like, that's why I kind of who was the dude Broadway Joel talking about some fuck the interim shit. Adamez is my champion. Nah, I'm sorry to tell you, but Janabek can fight.
Still talking.
I told that nigga. They said. Yeah, nigga, I'm like, man, well, you can view them as what you want, but WBC said what they said, and Maul ain't getting stripped, so y'all motherfuckers stay mad. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, whatever he's going through, they understand it. You feel me? Like, it's being communicated, and it's being understood by Suleiman. So I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Fuck all that. Yeah, get mad. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel like that's why he cashing out, because you notice that Charlo wasn't really saying shit about this franchise belt. How he's supposed to. He wasn't saying really nothing about it. So
because they don't want to offend Canelo, bro. They played the game so bootlickerish to me just to not offend Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if they just hoped down the line they would get Canelo one day, But it be times where Jamal could have just be, man, this motherfucker ducked me and got the franchise belt. The franchise belt wouldn't made without me. Like he just kind of just,
I
oh, he's
haven't
not
heard him say that
ducking me.
one time.
Yeah, he just always, he's not ducking me. Canelo's a hell of a fighter. I'm just like, man, get off that weak shit. Tell the people what happened. He ducked you twice. Fuck out of here, man. But like I say, Canelo's so sensitive, and you never know how they know these people personally, bro. You never know if they know some shit. Man, don't say nothing about Canelo. He fuck around, won't fight your ass. Like that's probably a known thing in the industry. Like, man, don't be dissing. He see how he did Andre. You feel me? You see how he playing Benavidez. Don't get on the mic talking about him. So they do their part and they hold shutting the fuck up. I guess it paid off for Mel. So shit, I guess it might pay up for Maul. And like you say, Beehive, bro, I was thinking about too that 3-fight deal. They could hype up a brother vengeance fight with Jamal if Jamel loses. Like
100%.
to avenge my brother type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that would and to be honest, as unfortunate, because we all understand context here. We've been watching boxing a long time, but unfortunately to the casual, all that ducking shit is over with, and they get to back up years worth of, they get to shut down years worth of shit we've been talking if he clips both Charlo bros.
Man, that's so fucked up because this isn't the time that you should have been fighting them. But I'm not going to make that excuse for none of them because just get in the gym and train and beat that motherfucker. But if he win those fights, I might have to mute people on Twitter for a minute, bro, because I'm getting roasting me.
Oh, I'm gonna get a night. Like I get it regardless, but I'm gonna get fucking.
I'll get a night. I'll feel like AB when he's like, shit, I'm getting cooked.
They probably gonna report me so bad. They probably gonna kick me off Twitter. So if Canelo, if I have to live in a reality where Canelo clips not one but both Charlo bros,
both Charlos. Oh, dog, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't even be blocking motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck enough. But I will block according to boxing if that shit happen. You feel me? Also, I cannot stomach that. Whoever the fuck he is behind that account, bro. That
he already blocked me.
Then he don't.
He a Nigerian.
Yeah, he's a failed Nigerian fitness instructor that works out of different gyms in Marina Del Rey in absolute poverty. Probably doing like Uber on the side and shit. He's a scumbag. I wish I knew him when I still lived in LA because I definitely would have went to one of his gyms and gone to see him.
This nigga told everybody
what you was gonna spoil him, cuz.
I would.
Yeah, that's right.
He said that he sent me a contract to spar for $10K and I turned it down.
All right, Shakur.
Yeah, it was a piece of then they tagged me for whatever reason, like, oh, what happened to your boy? I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm not this nigga's manager. I didn't even know about the contract until someone tagged me. But the thing is, the guy who sent it didn't even sign it. They just wanted Artman's signature. And I'm like, that's not how business is conducted. Why is your signature not on this piece of paper first? You just wanted to run away with his signature so you can paste his signature on any sort of document.
Oh, you're one of your fucking scamming methods that you do out here.
Yeah, like that's idiotic.
Hey, and that's why he ended up blocking me because I told him, I said, nigga, you think I'm gonna give you my fucking signature? What you about some social next? I know how y'all Nigerian niggas get that.
And I didn't want to say that on it too, but bro, that's the high. I swear to God, that's where I was going with the scam.
That's what I told
you fucking Nigerian.
I said, y'all niggas be scamming like a motherfucker. Next thing you know,
hush puppy ass nigga. I ain't going for that.
Because the contract would have seemed legitimate if the party that sent it, their signature was on it too. But he didn't even sign it. He just sent it to our man, waiting on our message. I'm like, why? So you can take this and slap it on any terms you want? Like, fuck out of here, bro. And the motherfucker wasn't even using DocuSign. He was sending like PDFs and shit. There was no two-way verification.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was complete. It was complete scam zone.
Fuck that, Art. I thought you was going out like Shakur, bro. I thought you didn't want to take the money, bro.
I said, nigga, I hit him with the Eddie Hearn, nigga. Show me the proof of funds. What the fuck you talking about?
Because the amount wasn't even on there. Yeah. Like the amount of money wasn't even on there. He just said, "Oh, I agree." Like he didn't have the location, he didn't have the terms, he didn't have the like. There was nothing. There was literally one piece of paper, one paragraph requiring a signature. He didn't even have his name in print on the contract, so there was no known opponent. Like it was the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. And you have motherfuckers that swear they know boxing, like, oh, look at this, Artman's ducking some smoke. Like it was corny. But the thing is, too, Artman has a good idea about getting a Twitter boxing card together, and he's tried multiple times. But every time he tries to do it legitimately, everyone just says, "Oh no, I'm a street fighter. I exclusively do street fights." Like, what the fuck is
I
that?
know. I know.
I exclusively,
I was dead
I'll
ass. I'm
only
like,
scrap
bro.
without gloves. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm
shut up,
like, bro. I'm
dumbass.
out here in Minnesota, bro. We could do a crowdfunding of like 15 G's, nigga. We could split that shit for you to just fly out here, catch $100 flight to Minneapolis, and spar me at fucking Jamal James gym, and have
Yeah,
somebody videotape it, nigga, for some bread.
everybody knows exactly where everybody knows exactly where our man is, and where he trains at the Circle of Discipline. But for some reason, people have his exact location, but they say he's ducking everything. And then they'll come at me like, "You see this?" And I'm like, "Bro, I don't know who you think I am in his life, but I'm not his fucking manager. He doesn't do what the fuck I tell. Like, we don't. That's not what happens here. I have no idea what be happening until y'all tell me. Like, half the shit that they say I'm responsible for, I had no idea even happened."
Hey, Blunts Boxing, were you on Twitter around the Wilder Fury thing? I don't know if you can hear me. You probably backed out. But yeah, remember them niggas took that picture of me, bro? That shit was the weirdest shit ever.
No, I wasn't around. I wasn't around, bro. But what picture?
Man, I went to Wilder Fury 3 because that's how I got this so-called fucking internet clout on Twitter at the moment. But because I told everybody about Wilder versus Fury happening and this and that, and niggas was like, hell nah, that ain't never gonna happen. And then they got signed or whatever, and I was just boosting the hell out that fucking fight. Well, anyways, I went to that fight, and when I was leaving, somebody apparently took a picture of me, but I didn't know until I got all the way back to my hotel room and I went on Twitter. And some British fucking journalist post a picture of me in the fucking venue talking about call Artman or something. Artman got the sad walk home or some shit. And I was just like, what the fuck? These niggas is weird.
Fucking paparazzi weirdos, bro.
That's what I was like, man, what the hell? Niggas got, bro, you can tell they did the little zoom on it. But it was just weird.
Grainy and shit, but they got you on surveillance, goddamn.
Bro,
shit.
a journalist from the UK posted
Fucking weirdos. They are some weirdos, bro. Like the Mexican fans, the racists are one thing, but it's some weirdos over in UK with they takes, boy. I'm like, what
they
the
call
fuck?
Artman slipping.
That's because UK boxing didn't have shit to celebrate until Tyson Fury. UK boxing in the 21st century was trash. Fury versus
that nigga.
Fury versus Wilder is literally all they have. Because look at all these dudes. I mean, the only one they got left now is who? Fury and Joe Cordina? That's it.
Like UK boxing. Boy, I'm talking about 3 years ago, bro. They listed all the UK champions, bro. Ain't none of them champions no more, bro. Like none of them motherfuckers.
Niggas was ass. They had what they have. They had that dude Crawford beat up. They had they had AJ. They have Fury's about the only one. They had Josh Taylor, but yeah, all these dudes slowly getting wiped off the map. Conor Ben ain't gonna amount to shit.
Damn, I like Conor too. I swear I used to tell people, I like, man, I kind of like this dude. I don't really like them UK guys because they get exposed when they cross that pond. But that bum, he posted a tweet on something, pray for me. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, pray for yourself. When you make the decision, you eating them eggs, motherfucker. Pray for yourself, bro.
My thing is, he on steroids and he still suck.
Oh no, in good news, I went to the club last night on some random shit, bro, and ran into my mug who tied in with Spence Camp. All my ticket problems are over, bro. I gotta pay a little bag to participate, but it's worth more than where I was gonna pay to sit. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm definitely in the mix. Oh man, I can't wait, bro. That dude I be seeing him in interviews with them. He really part of the PBC camp or something like that. But he from the crib, bro, and he got hella love and respect for me. I was like, man, I'm by myself. Let me show me the way, show me the light, champ. He on some, oh man, all you gotta do is show up. Good.
What size shirt you wear?
Medium. And you know, I paid you, for the bed. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking to myself. Like, damn, I should send you a shirt if I got one.
Yeah, if you got one by the time it go down, I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, hell, niggas been blowing my shit up. That's how I know this fight about to be big. Niggas just balled out this morning talking about some. Yeah, man, I'm about to be in Vegas for 3 days. I need some fits. He said he got my shit.
It's gonna be something to see, bro. It's gonna be expensive, and I was telling the homies like a lot of the homies like ain't fucking with it, but that's gonna be lit, bro. I don't think we've ever seen the atmosphere. I mean, Floyd fights used to be something to see. But I'm talking about just for our culture, not no Manny,
Two
not
nigga,
no
not
two
no
niggas.
no Hispanics involved, nigga. Just straight black folks fighting, bro.
And top tier. This is man. That's why they compare fights from back in the day. Like it's only a few that compare to two A-level
They don't want
undefeated.
to admit it. They saying this back in the day type of fight because it's niggas fighting. Two good niggas fighting.
And these not just good. These are the dudes that
A plus.
pretty much can't nobody else between 147 and 160 really fuck with. Like they like these two could go up and pretty much dust the people not only at 147 but the people at 154 and 160. If we're being honest with ourselves, so you know this
And before
this
Max
is
turned
serious.
into a suit, before Max turned into a full suit, and he was working at HBO and he was picking what's my boy Rigondeaux for Donaire when he was really calling boxing for what it was when I respected him. He said that long. He's like, man, when the smoke clear at 147, these will be the two special ones, bro. Like, and so Muggs been feeling like this for like 7, 8 years. So for us to it to finally culminate and then none of them take no stumble along the way, like we get wild in Joshua, but imagine if we'd have got it when them boys was, you know what I'm saying, before they took them L's, bro. It's still gonna be something to see, and I think the result is still the same. Fucking knock them out ASAP. But this is two top tier athletes, bro. Black man, this shit don't get no better than this, bro.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And to top it all off, we almost lost Spence multiple times, and I'm talking about like dead could have been.
You see how
Like
people switching their tone and kind of bit and kind of leaning on Spence? They coming up with their excuses and shit already. Like
they're like,
Tim
oh well, you
Bradley,
know,
even Sean
Bud
Porter was like,
35.
"Yeah, I'm hearing it." Like I watched that whole interview with you know Kell Brook and Sean Porter. You can tell Kell Brook did not want to be there. He wanted to go sniff a line and go about his business. All he was doing was echoing everything Sean was saying. Well, to piggyback off what Sean was saying, I'm also yeah, you don't feel like being here. But what they did both did
Wait,
say
what
was
happened?
It's hard to
no, they
pick a
had a
winner. He
big
got knocked out by both of them niggas.
yeah, no,
Wait,
they had a
you
big
say
panel
Sean Porter?
on they had a big panel on Fight Hype with Breadman, Virgil Hunter, Kell Brook, and Sean Porter all in the same video and all in the same live chat. He was asking questions. It was really dope for real. You get a chance like Virgil Hunter is such a mental motherfucker, bro. Like the shit he was saying was just he was saying the best shit, but it was a dope ass interview. But you could
I'm
see
over here
Sean.
looking at it now.
No, it was dope, bro. Like the shit that Virgil Hunter was laying down. Like he was giving insight that could only come from a Virgil Hunter. Like you know what I mean? Like
Is this on Sean Porter's podcast?
it's on Fight Hype.
No, it's on
Oh,
Fight
Fight
Hype.
Hype. Okay.
It's pretty dope. I watched the whole thing yesterday. It was funny. Kell Brook was just echoing it. You know when a motherfucker really don't want to be there, I really don't have nothing extra to add on. Oh, to piggyback off of what Sean was saying, go to echo what Sean was saying. I'm also man, get your original. Say something original, man.
He's had to present other things.
But Virgil Hunter sound good, but as a coach, he on fraud watch. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all a matter of what are you going to do this
Maybe
Yeah,
he's more of a mental mug than a great trainer, but like
Yeah,
as far as just the thought process is great. I can say
I'm
that.
like, look at because I'm
It's-
like,
it's-
if you've been watching his fighters recently, like Tony Yoka, Barrios, and Boaz, it's like, all right, nigga.
Yeah,
Like-
maybe he just need to be an analyst guy because what he was saying was great. But like you say, when it's time to put it to effect, I don't know if his fighters be listening or if he just ain't saying the
That's
right
Tony.
shit.
He's Tony Yoka's coach.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. This nigga got a gold medalist, got his ass whooped back to back by Bacoli and Takam. Like
That's nuts.
that's fucked up.
He was also talking about how when he was training Khan for Bud, how Khan was really not the same after Canelo, and he really never wanted him to fight Bud. And you know what I'm saying? And that's began my hating with Bud because you hit him low, bro, and you lied after that interview and said you didn't hit him low, but you hit him low, bro. Like that started Bud lying ass pattern with me, like you lying
Hey, y'all
off the
see
break.
that? This guy, he talking about stage beat killing Canelo and Bud, the PBC killers.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh my god, okay.
They got to prove something first. They
They got to beat the PBC killers.
Like
Like to
Bud
beat the
finna mess
killers.
that deal up with PBC trying to sacrifice Spence to Canelo's last fight.
the fact that you think that's a sacrifice is fucking hilarious considering the work Ryder put in. But all right,
I know, right? And that's why
Ryder
niggas
was.
giving.
Come
That's
on,
why they're
man.
giving Charlo a shot because they looking like damn. Ryder was piecing Canelo ass up.
Like we talking about Canelo, but y'all gotta understand, as realistic as it is for Canelo to knock out Jamel, it's also realistic that Canelo fuck around and lose. So y'all gotta understand
Exactly, bro.
that's
And
a two-way
I'm
street.
also thinking about both of them. Where do both of them go if they both lose?
If Canelo loses to a fucking career 154 pound, I want his retirement papers across my goddamn desk. With the only exception is you either sacrifice yourself to Benavidez or Morel. Aside from that, get your ass up out of here.
If you, I hate to throw this out there because I don't want to be the conspiracy guy, and I don't think Jamel cut like this. But is the Manila envelope in play?
Of course, Jamel ain't. Come
Okay.
on, Jamel already has a loss.
Yeah, the Manila envelope might be stuffed to capacity on this one, and I ain't saying that because I think Mayo got a lot of integrity. I just take him as some guy who cares, but I can see a motherfucker like, hey, bro, we got this nigga for 100 million, bro. We'll make
Integrity.
sure you're straight.
Yeah, well,
Just
on paper it'll say 15, but on the real it's more looking like 25, 30. Yeah.
25. I got you. And I'll get you another fight after that. Just let me get this off, champ. This is life changing money. You hear me? You're not going to get it fighting anybody else, and that's it.
Because I don't give a shit what anybody says. I think Plant took the Manila envelope. Because I said this. I said that if Plant comes in doing anything extra in his very next fight, I'm calling bullshit on the Canelo fight. What does this nigga do? He smokes Durrell in one punch and then starts throwing all kinds of shit with Benavidez. I'm like, oh hell no. That Manila envelope was in play, goddammit.
But he was doing good work against Canelo, but I think the Manila envelope was doing.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think he was always going to lose, and he stepped off the gas. I just didn't think that the plan was for him to get knocked out. I think because then he got
You
up
know
real
what kind of
fast.
sealed the deal
He
for
was
me? Is
talking about.
when he just jumped up and just ran against the ropes like after getting knocked down. I'm like, damn nigga, you never been knocked down before a day in your life?
No, he's
Not
never
even
been
in
knocked
camp.
down. Well, I don't know about in camp,
You know what
but
I'm
yeah.
saying? He never been dropped this far, and they tell you don't just jump up. This nigga got knocked down and immediately just jumped up and then started bouncing off the ropes like WWE. I don't know if that's just a reaction of being hit for the first time like that or just what.
I think Canelo got some pop to his punches, but I also think the Manila envelope is always around.
You know what I
Most
think it is?
definitely.
It's more than that. I feel like
Straight up.
I said it's the boys with the big belt buckles and the motherfucking gold Desert Eagles.
Oh, the Sinaloa.
Yeah, yeah.
The boys that got that paper.
And they got a Manila envelope too. They probably just deliver it different. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
probably got black and white photos of your wife and kids at the house.
Straight
and shit. Like,
up.
all right,
Yeah.
niggas, don't get no
Here's the
ideas
Manila.
now.
Here's the Manila, but check up under the folder. What we got? You got your
Right.
kids playing soccer at the private school and
Right.
all that. Go run
Cool.
that, cause
Pull your ass up on Predator feed like fucking Sicarios.
straight the fuck up though. Nah, but like even when Canelo had that decision when someone of the judges gave it to him against Floyd, that's you hear me on some this power been in play. You know what I mean? Cause ain't no way.
CJ Ross retired and that bitch still under investigation.
Yeah, that's good.
There's no way
so
you
back
can
to
let
so
that
back
fight
to
sit
Mayo.
at all.
I don't think
Yeah.
I think Mayo could take a bag to just take the fall because I don't think because you fuck up the bag, you fuck up the big bag beating Canelo. No one's clamoring the Benavidez fight anymore after that. Like
I feel like they would if it's a close fight.
Because all you gotta do is not get knocked out. They just say, look, just don't get hurt. That's all you gotta do. Just run around, throw, make it look good, don't get hurt, and we done. Just go home with a decision loss. I mean, because you lost to Harrison, so it only makes sense that you lose to Canelo, right?
But then
Right.
I'm thinking the type of
The
nigga,
greatest.
the type of nigga Charlo is that he really want to win to show everybody that he's really the best.
And I hope he does that. I hope he takes the Manila envelope and then fucks it off anyway, like Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction.
They fuck it.
on me.
Yeah, and then
On
just
me.
run for your life. Get your family out of town.
Run for your life because Al is coming. You think the Sinaloa or something. Shit,
Everybody
Al,
coming.
your
Al,
ass.
the cartels, the fucking FBI, everybody just run.
Straight up, you better make sure your nose is clean, boy, on these streets. You better not be involved in nothing you shouldn't be involved in, boy, because they are coming for blood. Straight up. You better not have no old taxes or nothing going on. Yes, I can.
Yeah, he ain't got cases. He ain't got cases to clear like Jamal. Jamal keep being at the house fighting his goddamn cousins and shit, and caught like two assault cases back to back. I'm like, why can't you just kick their ass out? Like, if they're gonna keep calling the cops.
I don't
The
know. That
brother
shit's
say
different.
Dirk on. He say Dirk said send him. He said I ain't gonna lie. Texas making Ryan Garcia a dog. I mean, I think Derrick James would be some help. I definitely do. You know what I'm
Woo.
saying? And he probably got a high level of respect for Derrick James too. Like so, when you step in that gym, it's probably a different respect. He probably didn't respect the trainers as much as he should. Young,
Man, I ain't
popular,
gonna lie.
rich.
Only time I'm gonna go against Derrick James is if he makes Wilder versus Joshua. Oh, after that,
Can't
because
nothing help Joshua. That shit is done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
can't
have to
nothing
look,
help Joshua.
look at
Joshua out of here.
I got one of them Brazil knockouts too. I got one of
Oh
them just ignorant walk up to you, smack, and I'm out of there. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
That
No,
might happen in the second round.
yeah, because AJ just psychologically, he get hit one time, he's just gonna pretend to be asleep, even if he don't go all the way to bed.
Oh
He gonna
yeah.
be like, you know what, I ain't getting up. Fuck that. Kind of like how ATN was with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson hit him once. ATN just took his mouthpiece out and said, you know what, nope, I'm done. Fuck it.
Yeah, I could man, that's gonna be ugly early. And I hope, but I'm gonna keep it real, man. Hey, why do they call him Femi? I never knew that. What the fuck is Femi?
Who they call Finney?
AJ.
They call him Finney.
Femi, like Femi. That's something they be
I
saying
think
on
that's
in
like
the
a Nigerian
What
name
kind
or
of
something.
weird shit is that?
you know,
I
I
think
be seeing it all the time. I mean, I don't know
yeah, they
what's going
call
on.
him Femi. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what they be meaning. I just thought you guys might have knew, but
No, I think that's
I
like
was just gonna say I hope AJ ain't shot because Gillen White could still beat him. Shit, why they up here
I
trying to
just
play?
hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Imagine,
I just
because Dillian White rocked him.
Yeah,
I just seen some training clips of him with Derek James on AJ's YouTube channel. I ain't gonna lie, that dude looking like good, like strong, good man. I just feel like AJ always had the tools, but he need a different
He
mindset.
had
It's
and what's
psychologically.
what's up, fellas?
What's up, Dirk?
And honestly, they had the right game plan against Usyk that second time. He just couldn't finish the job because he
yeah,
gassed out.
Dude, he
yeah.
had Usyk hurt and he didn't even know, bro. That's like you can't be doing that shit. How you not know this nigga hurt
And
right
man,
now?
Usyk, hey man, that's low key. Sometimes in these fights, it's not even about skills. It sometimes just comes down to who got a better gas tank, who got more heart, things like that, intangibles. That's what this
Yeah,
Crawford fight gonna come down to, in my opinion. It's not gonna come down to who got more skills. It's gonna come down to who got more dog, who willing to fold first. So,
I
and I
feel
don't
that.
know. I'll be real with you. I don't think, and I can't imagine either one of them two folding.
I feel that.
Yeah.
What you think about what we were saying with the Mill and Canelo shit? You think Mill will lay down for the bag?
Nah, bro. He not built like that.
That's what I.
All right.
Yeah,
Now his brother, I'm gonna be real with you. His brother, there's slight chance, but I don't think so either. But
Jamal on some Weenie Hut Jr. type shit right now. I don't know what the fuck going on over there. Yeah.
Until I get the
that song
facts,
just
man,
started playing in
I'm
my
a
head.
fan, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I can't be that hard on them until I know exactly, bro. But it is starting to look a little weird, bro. Because my thing is, shit, deal with that mental health about getting in the ring and destroying something. Like go in there and
Right.
punish somebody. Like shit, fuck it.
Because if your wife is giving you problems, the only thing that can solve that shit is some money. Either you pay her to shut the fuck up, or you're gonna need to fight her in court. But either way, you're gonna need the money.
Yeah, but you know, D, I mean, be deep into that, bro. I got why I don't like to go into the depth of it because we don't know. But I just wish he would kind of shake it and try to figure out a play after 2 years. You kind of know what you got to do about it. Like even if you got to hire the babysitter while you're at camp, or and you got enough money. That's one thing about the situation. At least you ain't broke going through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can pay motherfuckers to hold shit down while you get back focused. But you know what I mean? Hey, either way it
I
go, I
mean,
was just saying, like you say, for the right price, I think male integrity is there, but for an extra 10 mil, shit, man, I don't know. channel my Ted DiBiase. Everybody got a price for the $1 million man. You feel me? I don't know.
Y'all think this fight does better pay per views than Canelo versus Plant?
It depends. It's all up to Mel to sell this shit. He got to play the
Yeah.
bad guy role, you know.
Nah,
Uh,
he gotta play that black guy role.
exactly. That's what I was about to
That
say.
can't
He
be
got to play
his
that arrogant black guy role where, you know, Canelo's the knight in shining armor. He got to take out the arrogant black dude. You know how it is.
I think Mel could really get in Canelo's psyche if he talked that shit to him at them press conferences and just really just annoy the fuck out of him with the truth as far as just because Mel be popping shit on his Instagram. I hope he goes in with all of that energy, talk about how he got gassed in certain fights, like just really kind of expose Canelo and hype it up. But I don't know, without
That
Fox,
shit,
man.
that shit wouldn't even be genuine because if you listen to Mel when he talks about Canelo, at least recently, like it sounds to me like he respect. It's a lot of respect. I'm not saying that
No,
he ain't gonna fight hard.
I've heard a lot where he was talking about Canelo gassed. I whoop him. I beat him. He just said this in a lot, but I also feel like he played it safe to get the fight. I don't think he want to come off like
That
Andre
is
and
true.
Benavidez
You might
and
have a point because Benavidez did that shit too. He
If
started talking
anything, he
shit,
needs to
then
go in on
then he started trying
Reynoso.
to be nice.
If
Yeah,
yeah,
anything, he
and
needs to
Canelo
go in on
probably sensitive
Reynoso
and shit.
for talking all that. Oh, black fighters. Like when he was talking about Valdez and Canelo, talking about black fighters they have a proclivities for movement and all. He needs to go in on Reynoso fat ass.
that's what Mel needs to do in this fight. He needs to move.
Yeah, he gonna need to be a little bit active because you don't want to sit in there because
Y'all see the training
Canelo is
footage?
basically a damn tank.
Yeah,
Y'all see the training
Yeah,
footage of Mel? I
that
mean, yeah,
motherfucker strong.
I
he was
see
looking
yeah.
Mel, but I'm mostly looking at Canelo, and I already see what Canelo
Also,
do.
Mel's not really a good inside fighter. Let's keep it a buck.
God damn it,
Neither
Dirk!
brother
Keep
is.
saying that shit. It's
No,
not true.
I
No,
disagree.
it really is, bro. Mel and Maul
Not.
are well. Maul might be a little bit better, but Mel
No,
is a
Maul.
mid. He's a mid to outside fighter. He
You
really
got,
is.
you got it backwards. You have it exactly backwards. Mel is better on the inside. Jamal is the one that struggles in taking his out, even though I don't believe he does that much. But dude, like, look at look at Mel's, especially like his last 4 or 5
look at his
fights.
fight
Like,
against
come on.
Ronaldo, though. Look at that shit, man.
Okay,
It looked
okay,
like he was even them
yeah,
punches inside. It wouldn't
but
out.
he's not somebody you want. Do you think he can compete with Canelo on the inside?
Probably not.
Not to trade.
Okay,
I wouldn't stay there, but I wouldn't say he's not good on the inside. Because even
But
that,
the thing is,
even clip the clip you posted, Art with the Castano, how he was moving and he was right there, man, dodging shots, throwing uppercuts and countering like shit. He was
but the
good
thing
on the
is,
inside.
Dirk, that's not the reason why you can't trade with Canelo is not because of a skill differential. It's because of a size and a power differential. And also this motherfucker's on
Right.
steroids. I don't care what people say, he's still juicy.
Yeah, he
Canelo,
gonna be
Canelo, Canelo.
he
Steroids,
definitely
steroids,
going.
steroids.
Yeah,
And we'll
so
talk
you can't
about
trade
that.
with no fucking juicer. Unless you
Yeah.
like Wilder or Tank or some damn body.
Floyd
Yeah,
said I was almost 40 when I cooked this dude.
Did he
Yeah,
though?
and I mean, yeah, we know nobody is Floyd, so
But I will say skill wise, bro. Canelo, I mean, Mel is of the cloth. He's not a small he's not a small 154 neither. Like, you know what I mean? He's like an inch smaller than his brother for real. So frame wise, he's a big dude. I just hope he packed that weight on properly. I am concerned about that. You know what I mean?
dude.
But
In that new training clip he was doing with Guzman, man, that motherfucker looked like his brother. Like he done cut the little.
Oh, Maul. Yeah,
Yeah, he was looking like Maul in there. Like I'm like he got it looked like he put this weight on
I don't
fast.
think he needs to come in either like 162, 163, wherever he feels comfortable. Come in like just whatever you feel comfortable at. Don't come in
I wouldn't even care
168
about
because if you might come in all heavy and shit and
I wouldn't
slow.
yeah,
care about
sluggish and shit.
I want his full with rehydration to be top out at like 167, 168. If he comes
Yeah,
in, weighs in at 168, and then rehydrates to like 175 or some dumb shit, I'm telling you, he's gonna be like AJ in there. He's gonna be soggy as
yeah,
fuck.
man. Yeah, just wherever you feel comfortable at. If it is 168, so be it. But wherever you move and you feel like yourself. Fuck it.
Earl
If
just
that
dropped
means
the
coming in 157, so be it. I doubt it, but You know what I mean?
He
Yeah.
most likely gonna come in at like 164.
Yeah.
I can see him
Canelo
maxing out. I can see him hitting 168. Like you say, he's a big guy, and he just probably, man, he just need to get there and just stay at that weight. If like, you know what I mean, at that weight, like you say, he comfortable at before the fight, and just be comfortable, bro. Because if you trying to press something or push that weight either way,
Oh,
and like
yeah, bro. See,
I
my
said
issue
he
bro,
should
with
be at 168 right now and just
that's
holding
what I'm
it in
saying. That's what
training.
I'm saying. Hold that weight. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and work on nothing but cardio. Don't lift weights. Just focus on gas tank and technique, like old school.
so
From the
I think
pictures
I
I'm
think
seeing
he's
right
good.
now,
He's
from the
big enough
pictures
to
I'm
be
seeing
at
right now, it look like
168.
he's already 168, and I
Yeah.
think he's sitting on it right now.
So he's big enough to fight at 168. I always believe that. My only issue is the accumulation, like or acclimation of being at 168. Like, can you hurt anybody at 168? Can you take these punches? Because Canelo's used to getting punched on by Bivol, Kovalev, and Triple G,
And
and
Canelo got a chin. Let's not get
yeah,
it
and
twisted.
yeah, and none of these dudes can hurt him. So you know you're not gonna be able to hurt him. Let's keep it a buck. So you gotta outbox him. That's your only option.
But what if
Excuse
you
me.
can hurt him? You
I've
think
seen,
you
If
I've
your
can?
seen,
hand hurt,
I've seen Canelo hurt a couple times, but not often.
You think you can hurt him if if you do certain things like the certain way you throw your punches, like if you hit him on the temple, like if
I
you
was just
hit
finna
him
say an
with
overhand to the temple. I've seen Canelo hurt twice. Ain't that what Cotto brother hit him with to start
well,
that
like
off? That
hopefully
like
he got his speed still, because
overhand?
you gotta have that advantage over Canelo. At least if you're not gonna have the power or strength advantage, you at least gotta have speed advantage. But yeah, go ahead, Art. Mm,
He gonna be taller than Canelo.
yeah,
definitely that.
reach too. Gotta get on that
My
punch.
only concern is him taking the shots and him taking the Manila envelope. They're my only concerns against my male winning,
Hey,
male
and
I
losing.
ain't gonna. I rewatched that Ryder fight, and I ain't gonna lie. That little straight right that put John Ryder down. I'm thinking like, man, if Charlo get hit with that shit, I don't know how the fuck he gonna react.
He
Cause that
got to
shit,
be able to take the shot, bro. Because Canelo still got popped his punches, bro. Like,
yep, especially those
and
first
they're
6
very
rounds.
quick and explosive. Like they ain't no, you know what I mean? It ain't no systematic breakdown. It's just these motherfuckers be quick, bro. And you gotta have a chin. That's like I said, if he could take the shot though, and he ain't laying down, male wins that fight.
Durability.
who's the hardest puncher Charlo fought?
That's a
It
great
had
fucking question.
I say Rosario, but some niggas gonna laugh and be like, Rosario, he
That
got
might
knocked.
be true. Who knows?
That might be true. I mean, because
That shit,
motherfuckers
that
say
nigga was also
Castaño,
the
but
chinniest.
He was chinny, but he can crack. I mean, he ain't chinny. I feel like what do you call
I
getting
mean,
beat
I
by?
wouldn't know. You That's probably something you got to ask him. He could say Rosario. It could be Castaño. Who knows? I don't think Castaño. Oh, speaking of Castaño, y'all heard that man was getting dropped by Virgil Ortiz in the days before he fought Charlo.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't doubt
Virgil
it either. Y'all
Ortiz,
seen
big
that
ass,
picture
need to
side
go
by
to
side?
160 anyway.
That
Yeah,
nigga
man.
huge.
The fuck?
If Boots, and I know we talked about it before, but we gotta talk about it, bro. If Boots would have missed weight, they would be on his ass. This nigga's a weight bully. This nigga's a hype job. He can't knock out anybody without being a bigger man. It's typical of
He,
these
he
Amero
just made
bums.
he just put fucking what's his Virgil to shame on Friday.
Yeah, bro.
The way he
He
stepped on
came
that
in
man
weighing
He's bigger.
145, nigga.
145.
Like
If
he
you
came
think
in
about
weighing
it, he's bigger than
145.
Virgil. Don't you? Would you say he's bigger than Virgil?
Yeah.
And he came
Or
I
in
he
weighing
has
mean,
room to be
146.
bigger. You know, he has the frame he got. He could go up to 160, 168 comfortably.
right? And and again, he gets acclimated to that weight, but his power can travel. I feel like Boots is like an in a way Tank Davis type of fighter where his power can travel to any weight class in around his weight class, if you know what I mean.
We can say that now, but we gotta see it. We gotta see
And
it.
by the way,
Tonight we shall see. Tonight will be
hey,
a good test.
yeah, and I'm gonna say, D Hive
My dude
and you
Dirk,
two, you two are
didn't you
y'all
pick him
niggas
to
are
beat?
sleeping on Roman Villa,
No, I'm saying didn't you pick him to beat what's his name?
Rashidi
Rashidi.
Ellis.
So yeah, we gotta give you props on that one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so like I'm telling y'all, bro, you sleeping on this man, and I know it's corny but his family recently, or about a year ago, was kidnapped by some Venezuelan cartel members or
I,
whatever. They were
oh
able
shit.
to escape. They were able to escape to like a neighboring country. He couldn't give details because they're still in trouble or whatever. But what I'm saying is he's fighting for more than just that. So them type of dudes, they got nothing to lose.
Well, he'll get his ass. He could get a paycheck and be able to handle that when he get his ass whooped.
I'm just saying, like Boost, you outside of Lipinets, let's be real. Most of the dudes Boost have been in the ring with, they're scared. They're intimidated by him. It's like
That's
that
true.
Mike Tyson effect.
I
They're
don't know. I don't think Lipinets was scared.
no.
Lipinets,
I said
he was
outside
calm.
of Lipinets.
Oh, okay.
Let's be Clayton. You saw him, bro. Like, let's be
Yeah, he
real.
folded up.
Karen, that speaks for itself. And well, I don't think Delorme was scared, but that motherfucker just got knocked the fuck out. But you get the point.
I feel you. I
And
feel
he's
you.
big as shit. You saw the win, bro. That motherfucker is not little.
But when I
Yeah, I
hear
don't
the
know. I don't
wrestler,
know what the stats they posted because that
That
seems
shit was
off.
wrong like a motherfucker. Five
Yeah,
seven,
five
nigga. If he's
seven,
5'7", nigga, I'm 6'8".
flat out.
who they said was 5'7"?
Via,
Roman Villa.
Nah, hell no.
and he up there standing damn near nose to nose with Boots. Goddamn me, and they saying like
Boots had Air Forces on, and this nigga had no shoes on.
Right, bro. He big.
exactly.
I'm not even sure
And
his reach is
and
that.
so Dirk, my bet is good to bet on the knockout from 7 through 12 because I think Via can last 6 rounds.
I think he's gonna last 6 rounds. He's tough,
Okay,
but I
okay,
At
think
46.
yeah, but he's gonna test Boots' cardio, and he might even test his will too, because the motherfucker can't crack.
The reason why I say 4 to 6 is because I feel like the nigga has no skill, so he's gonna try to rush but Boots, and Boots is gonna fucking have to counter that shit, and he's gonna get to a point where he just whooping on his ass, and I feel like it's gonna be a TKO around the fourth, fifth round.
See, people made that same mistake with Maidana. They say he ain't got no skills, and he's dirty, but sometimes those awkward pressure fighters with bricks in their hands, like
I'm just
man.
saying, if Floyd was
yeah,
fucking like if
They
Floyd,
sit all that skill
because
shit down. Like how
yeah,
Rashidi,
that
because you would say Rashidi is more skilled than Via.
that's
exactly.
true. But
He gradually broke that
here's
man down.
the situation. If Floyd had Boots power,
Yeah,
that McDonough fight, it wouldn't be no second fight. That should have been closed in the first fight.
I agree, and that to me that's the difference. I agree with that. And Rashidi, let's be real, he can't really crap like that. But um,
He couldn't
yeah.
punch at all compared to that shit, dude. I was
But I
like,
don't see a lot
But
of
we
hand
also know
movement
Boo's
from
saying
Via.
the Boo's can be touched. We know that.
Oh
well,
man, don't do that. We just talked about that, man. A nigga get touched 3 times, and y'all make it seem like he get touched. Like, I mean, every fighter going to get punched, but he
I,
doesn't get
and
punched on.
But I think the reason he does get touched a little bit more than he should is because he's aggressive. So I feel like
Yeah,
similar to Tank Davis, if Boots want to turn the defense on, he can do that. Like Tank did against Rolly.
right. But naturally, if you coming forward, there are going to be some holes for you to get hit. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, you know what I mean? If you
Now,
constantly coming
hey,
forward.
now what would be impressive is if Boots go in there and just walk this dude down, break him down, and knock him out. That would be that's a statement. Because let's be real, if this was a Shakur Stevenson or a Devin Haney or even a Tank Davis, they're gonna try to outbox this dude. They're gonna be on the back foot. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
not. If they fight a Roman Villa type of fighter, they're not gonna be trying to walk him down. So if Boots can do that, that would be a statement, in my opinion.
No, you're right. You're right. And I just think that sets him up for a great
You making it a
opportunity.
little bit of a more of a 50, not 50-50 type of fight, but you playing with fire if you trying to do some shit like that is what I'm saying. But yeah,
Hell yeah. So you got it going a distance, or you think Boost can finish the job? I'm kind of basing my bets on y'all opinions today, man. You know what I'm saying? I
nah,
ain't
actually
bet
I
since
I'm
agree
Roland
with
saying,
you.
smacked
I'm
me.
saying four to
Uh,
six,
7-12.
7-12.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, they give me better. Like I didn't pick. When I don't bet the specific rounds, it always happens in specific rounds. So I try to them bets that be grouped up 1 through 6 and 7 through 12. They still be good odds. Like I
If
think
I
it's
had
probably
that
like
round, specific round,
eight.
I would say round 7.
okay.
Yeah,
So you can bet 7 through 9. Like you can get that off. So I might go do
Yeah,
that.
I can
The
bet,
7 through 9.
but if I had to do rounds, I'm thinking 4 through 6.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, I'm gonna go and put that money on. Art, I ain't made the best since Lomo fucked up my bag, bro. So this is my first time making the best since then. So we gonna see what the fuck happened, bro. Fuck that.
I don't see Bulls losing any rounds either because it's not the thing about him is he don't take rounds off like, oh, I'm a little bit winded here, so let me. And he got high output for a dude who's got one punch knockout power, so he don't really lose rounds like that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like his arsenal, he got a lot of punches that he's gonna be throwing, and
Yeah,
He's gonna be there to get hit, and that's what got me thinking. Like, man, four around 3, 4, 5,
I,
5.
yeah, I feel like it would be smarter to fight him on the back foot though and let him walk into some shit, and
I
then
mean,
Yeah, let his
do
dumb
you
ass go
think
forward.
do you think Villa is gonna go in there trying to box boots, trying to play
no,
it safe?
because he can't. But he said it himself, bro. I would rather die. No, you can. If you gave me $50 million, I would never fight the way Karen did. Like, he thought that
That's
shit was
cap.
disgraceful. I agree with him with that. By the way,
He
that
said,
motherfucker.
"At time."
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
You fight like that for 50 million. Stop it. Stop lying.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're gonna do the Canelo Triple
I
G punch.
would. I don't
You
know if
gonna
that nigga would, but
you gonna get all
well,
that
he
back
said,
foot.
okay. To be fair, he said $10 million, but um, I don't even think if he could fight that way, even if he wanted to. I'll be real with you.
I hope Mel's ego takes over and whatever conversation they had, he throws it out the window. Goes, man, fuck that. This is my opportunity. I'm whooping Canelo ass, and then maybe I'll lay down the second one so we can get a bullshit trilogy.
That's what I hope he do
And
too.
if he fight like that, he ain't gonna make it to the second fight.
You ain't gonna make it to the second fight. Like you say, everybody coming for you. The cartel, Al, Amy,
And I love
Showtime,
Mel, but
man.
come on now.
Don't play it.
That's like Devin Haney saying, "I'm going up to 47. And I'm walking down with Earl Spence." Boy,
Hey, you know what?
you crazy?
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, shit. What if Devin Haney used the WBO in the spirit of Jamel Charlo and challenge Spencer Crawford winner?
Yeah, and Earl. I mean, Dev is big as
Boy,
shit,
hell
but come
no.
on now.
Wouldn't
That's
that be some?
nigga.
That'd be
Devin
That's
ain't
some.
got
nigga.
enough pop for that. Y'all
That's
getting a little
crazy.
ridiculous here.
That's
Y'all getting a
fucking
little
That is
crazy.
ridiculous.
sure. Maybe a better. I don't. I'm not. I can't even think of anybody at 135 that's big and they got enough pop to
Nigga,
go to
that shit.
47.
I like Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn has that room for that growth and I think he has that type of pop that's gonna be respected once he finally prove himself against somebody, like that. But I
What
think
You
weight
he
can't
has
class?
that.
you can't say that on here, Julius. They gonna get mad at you. They think Keyshawn is a hype job.
No, that's not
Yeah,
Yeah,
Julie.
this blunts and boxing, but at the same time, whatever you same shit. You hear me?
he's a hype job until proven otherwise. What has that nigga done?
to me,
Hey, hey,
to
what
be a
weight
hype
class?
job, bro, you gotta like look bad against like mid-level competition. You can't say that about Keith.
Exactly,
Because
and
he
we go
hasn't
off the
fought in
eye test.
mid-level
We go off the
competition.
eye test, right? We
What
said
could
Bud
what?
didn't fight people like
And
we
and
going off the eye
yeah,
test.
and I love
Hold on, Dirk. So if that's the case, what you think about Jared Anderson versus Charles Martin performance?
Yeah,
oh
Ooh,
yeah, nigga.
gotta open that box real quick. You hear me?
you got a lot of nerve. I'm just kidding, but I'll be honest with you. I think Keyshawn is not as raw as Jared Anderson. Keyshawn is a silver Olympian.
Oh my lord,
Um,
there goes that shit.
he's very experienced for a dude of his record. That's why they're moving him kind of fast.
Okay, so would you consider his next opponent a step up or a step down from Burgos?
Honestly, I don't. I'm not really familiar with this nigga, so I
That's
can't
my
answer
point.
that question.
That's my point. Thank you.
I think it's
Who?
because it was a quick turnaround. They really couldn't find a decent opponent,
They
But
could have
he's trying to
found
be.
Frank
They're
Martin,
trying to stay
but
busy.
they could have Frank Martin, but apparently he's not cold like that.
I mean, well,
Mm.
he is only in his eighth fight, man. I think the chattering he does, he's bringing attention to himself, but also that brings a target on you. But I think they should still bring him along, you know what I'm saying, properly instead of rushing him into a situation like. But a Frank Martin should be on the dock. You feel me? As far as just
in the next
Now,
couple
now,
of fights.
you know who they are moving tough? Raymond Muratalo, because you saw who his next opponent is.
No. Who?
It's some Mexican dude I forgot, but he's got 17 wins, 16 knockouts,
Damn.
undefeated, and he just got done fighting the African dude Nakatila, who's dangerous. So like they're moving him kind of tough.
I told you about Murtai. Murtai's good. I know he
Yeah,
fights
he's good.
August 12th. I know he fights August 12th. I just didn't know against who.
Yeah, he's fighting on that co-main, I believe. Yeah, it's a good card.
Okay.
That's a decent card. Speaking of that card,
Yeah,
Oscar
Keyshawn,
Valdez bitch
bring your
ass got
punk ass
caught.
up.
Yeah, y'all seen that Oscar Valdez situation?
Well, he got caught with some OPEDs.
Nah, nah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but nah. He liked the
Oh
All
Instagram
yeah,
that
some
racist
post.
shit.
racist shit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
mean, I'm not
like,
bitch
surprised.
ass Valdez.
Shakur should have knocked this nigga out, but whatever, bro.
Oh, they put him in. Shit, come
Navrate
on.
might knock him out. Navrate, people talk about his striking
And
record, but that don't mean he can't hit hard.
bro, that nigga, bro, you think a Roman V ain't got no damn skills?
I never said Roman Diaz didn't
Navarrete
have
is
it.
like that, but like he's more awkward. He's slow, and he kind of chinny too. I seen him hurt 2 times his last 3 fights.
Damn, my man say Stage be killing Frank Martin a bum. He's only rated because he was Spence and beat Michelle Rivera. Well, shit, that's
And
better than what the fuck Keyshawn beat. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm
Real
can't
saying?
argue
talk.
with that, but that nigga is 28 years old, so he got to get a move on.
That's
But the
what I'm saying.
thing is, they gonna
Keyshawn,
age him out. They gonna play him a certain way, bro. Like, and I don't know what way he can go about this to get any profile. Like, he's a
they
kind of a
they
Uh,
treating
quiet,
they
Earl
reserved
treat
guy.
Spence,
they treating
Earl
Frank Martin
Spence,
like a Cuban.
Earl should have put him on his undercard. He needs to get as
I
much
was just
exposure as
finna say
possible.
that he should have put him on his undercard, trying to get him his own headline. Like,
He,
that's
he
cool,
I understand
but
you probably would have gotten peanuts for that fight, and it probably would have to be a bum. But still, at least it's another
people don't
showcase for you.
understand. Like, people don't
This
understand
fight,
that the stages that you could get put on. Like with Javante, that's why Javante is in the position that he's in all the way. Getting on Floyd and McGregor undercards and like, come on, bro, that makes sense. Like you
this
just
fight,
and if you
the Frank Martin fight was probably already signed before Spencer Crawford was.
yeah, because he did make a lot of references to July in some
Yeah.
interviews before they announced that fight.
Well, nothing they could do. They didn't know if Bud was going to take it or not, so they couldn't just have everybody starving.
And they could have reserved that date. If it went bad, put somebody else on there. He needs some eyes on him. He needs as much exposure he can get. Like I say, he's not a talker. You know what I mean? Don't really got one of them old, big personalities. Like Keyshawn doing a good job, man. Man, I don't think like as far as that bag, bro, unless you attach to a Mayweather or a top name, like you gotta do something to bring something to your name. Like, and I do like how Shakur go about his
Don't
business
tell
because
Dirk that.
what he feel like you shouldn't do that.
He feels that Shakur is like this massive draw and a bigger draw than all these people that have been putting in more work.
Nah, fuck nah. He's trying though. I will give him props on trying, but that 25, that money looking funny in the light. That like my nigga ought to be saying. I don't know about that. He need to reconsider, but I'm just saying cats just need to do a job of trying to promote themselves harder. Like everybody ain't got that tank luxury. You know what I mean? Like you kind of got to do something, man. I just say all that.
Oh, you're cut out.
I'm about to say what happened. Are y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here, but blunts and boxing.
Julius got kidnapped by
That's
them
not
people.
Julius. That's blunts and boxing. That's not Julius.
Oh, oh, I thought that was Julius.
Nope. No.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, Di. So you disagree with me? You don't think Villa could present some issues? Now, when I say issues, I mean like he's tougher than y'all think. He's not just
I
gonna
think.
lay down.
I never said that he didn't have any skills. I just said that he's skill limited. I do think he presents a lot of power, and I do think he presents a lot of chin, which is why I think is going to end after the first six instead of it within the first six. But no, I think
So,
he can present some problems, but I think Boots can solve all of them.
so chin, heart, and power. and stamina.
Mm.
That's a lot to deal with, bro. Even if you're talking about the no skill part, that you sometimes those things can overcome better skills if you don't. Which we know Boots has those, by the way, too. But I'm just saying,
But Boots
But it's
exceeds him
rare
in all
does
the
that with some
categories.
power. Yeah, like with power and all those intangibles, it's hard to overcome that shit. Like the skill set is massive. It's a massive skill set difference.
yeah, the reason this fight so interesting to me is I want to see what Booth's defense look like when he actually turns it on. Like when I actually somebody that I respect as far as power wise is coming at me, you know, like because
Oh, this
Tank
definitely a
Davis,
step up. Yeah.
yeah, and we know what the narrative gonna be is if Boots semi struggles with this dude, he's a hype job. If Boots go in there and beat the shit out of this dude and knock him out in 4 rounds, Via was a bum and Rashida Ellis beat that nigga anyways.
Right. Yeah.
You
That's
can't win, bro.
Yeah, I
And
yeah.
think it's always gonna be somebody with something to say. But any real boxing fan knows that this is a good win for Boots, and this was a step up in every area. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't no lipping yet. This ain't no, you know what I mean, clacked it, whatever. But this
Ooh.
is a good.
Hey, yeah, we ain't seen him test it yet, motherfucker. Because you guys see him fight a Bud Crawford or Earl Spence to see that. These other guys are not gonna be able to test him.
Or
That
Keith
says
Thurman.
yeah, or even to Keith Thurman. These like
Keith
Roy
Thurman.
Jones when he was coming up, they were saying that is he really this good or is he fighting bums? Nah, bro, he just make them look like bums, bro. That's what it is.
They say I
And then
ain't
when
fought nobody, but I just make them look like nobody.
I'm
right,
telling
and
you,
when he finally did fight somebody, what he do to him? Easy work.
easy work. You talking about the James Tony when he finally fought Tony?
Right.
Tony's
Yeah, that was a
silly
great
ass.
fight.
I still to this day Tony lost more fights for himself than he actually got beat because he just
And
nigga,
that's why
I'm like,
and Loki that's
how the fuck you a you a world class athlete, you over here eating and training like me, knocking back chicken and smoking cigars and shit. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga?
yeah, and Loki that's why I give Boots a chance. I favor him over Earl because
Boots?
Yeah, Earl might be fundamentally a cleaner fighter and all that other shit, but Boots' athleticism I think will overcome that because and also he's pretty fundamentally sound himself. You know, maybe not as clean as Earl, but I think his athleticism will overcome that.
This
I
motherfucker
truly.
said Boots fighting a cherry. Okay, well, who else was he supposed to be fighting?
Who
Considering
else he supposed to fight?
everybody else either done got their ass whooped already or is lining up other shit. So who else exactly
He
was
said
he
a
supposed
cherry
to fight?
pick.
Yeah, he said Boots fighting another cherry. I'm like, okay, well,
Hey,
who
bro, you
else?
kind of need to do your research stage. Like you could go, Bud never sent the contract, bro. He never
Also,
ducked Bud. Like, what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
also,
they offered Boots a chance to sign with BLK Prime, not for a Bud fight. They just wanted him to sign with BLK and then see what's gonna happen next. Like, all
And
right,
according to Bozy, he say they talked about something, but when he told him to contact Steven Espinoza, and you know, there was never no contact.
of course
Like
not,
they
and
were
because
just
it's
trying to,
still bullshit.
and, and
yeah.
also, and also, if you're not a ticket seller or like a pay per view type of guy, how can you be a cherry picker? You know, because them type of guys they can fight whoever the fuck they want.
Right?
Yeah, he not
If
in
you in Boots
position to
position,
cherry pick.
you gotta take
Yeah, bro.
whatever you can get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you're not getting no Keith Thurman or no Ugas right now, none of the top guys, and you got motherfuckers like Danny Garcia on some no sir. Like I will not.
and
I'd rather go to 154.
and Boots
Straight up.
Boots wanted Stanionis for that Karen date that he had in January, but and Stanionis wanted to fight him too, but Stanionis' people didn't want that fight. That was the difference. They felt like Virgil was a better stylistic matchup and a more winnable fight, and they
Damn, now
absolutely.
that hey, wait a minute. Now that you just mentioned that, shit. That's the next fight for Stanionis since he can't get this Ortiz. I mean, shit, Boots win. You might well wait out for Boots.
No. I want Stanionis to fight in August,
Me too.
and then fight Boots at the end of the year because I mean
Who is staying on is gonna fight?
you don't gotta be nobody. Fight a bum. It don't matter. Stay busy. And then fight Boots in like November or December at the end of the year. So
Mm,
because the
I feel
man,
like
you
it's a
got to think
couple.
about it.
Yeah, I feel that.
Think about it. The man, though, they have to cancel that fight 2 times. Plus, even he had to call out himself. So that's 3 times. So he's been out for a year and 5 months right now.
He
So
can
if he
fight the
fight,
Cody Crowley guy. That's who he can fight. He can fight him.
See now, if that happened, that's a hard fight.
Yeah, that's what we could fight. But man, time for the
Nah,
bullshit, man. These guys getting older, man. Let's go. Like,
that
you know.
motherfucker, he's 20. He's 27. He got time. Fight a bum and then fight Boots.
Staying
Oh
on
my god.
27.
Yeah, he's around that age.
Oh, so he playing my name. Okay.
Yeah, like you don't need to fight now with damn Cody Crowley. Fight.
Oh shit, yeah. Why not Cody Crowley? Cody Crowley
That's
ain't
what I'm
doing
saying.
shit.
Cody Crowley ain't doing shit.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Doug like Cody Crowley.
No,
Yeah.
that's not why. That's not why I don't want him to fight Cody Crowley.
Go ahead and tag.
Because
Go ahead
I
and test
think
Cody Crowley out. Let him earn a fucking paycheck for once.
no, you hear me out. Hear me out. I'm selfish. If he go in there and he go to war with Cody Crowley, which is more than likely because of his style, then if Boots is this nigga Staniels was never that damn good anyway because niggas disrespect Cody Crowley. I'm telling you,
Yeah, I disrespect him too.
they
Yeah, I
think
do
Cody
too.
Crowley. Yeah, they think Cody Crowley is just some mid fighter from white boy from Canada, but that motherfucker is tough.
Yeah, I mean, we
So
gonna see, man. We gonna see, man. We gonna
Stay
see.
listen to Cody Crowley the fuck out.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know, man.
even the
That's
nigga
why I
name,
just
bro.
finna say, I don't know, Cody. Oh,
Even
Crowley.
even that even that nigga name, that don't sound like no fighter, bro. Cody Crowley, nigga, sound like a I don't know, bro. Sound like your high school
All I'm saying
weed
is that
dealer or some
Cody
shit.
Crowley is the perfect fight leading up
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
boost
You want a
situation.
soft, fight for him before he run in there and boots and get his ass whooped. Like he needs something. You
He
hear
said,
me?
"No, not Cody
Yeah, I
Crowley."
do. I do want that shit because niggas is gonna think that Boots and Stanley is gonna be a 50-50 fight and Boots gonna get all the credit for it. Yeah, they will. They're stupid. They think Boots is a hype job, a lot of them. He ain't never fought nobody, and they gonna see when he does fight Stanionis. I don't want Stanionis to have looked semi bad in his most recent fight. I want him to be at 100%, look like a monster, so Boots can get all the credit.
That's why
That's
they better give him respect for beating Villa tonight. You can't say that. I don't see how you
no,
could spin Villa like it was
bro.
a cherry
They gonna
pick,
say
bro.
Villa was a nobody, bro. Look, think about it. Motherfuckers still question Earl Spence's resume, and even Bud Crawford. I don't know. And so, if those motherfuckers get criticized for their resume, you can only
Yeah.
imagine
Like
niggas like Boots
criticize
ain't got no
Floyd Mayweather resume. Like you never
exactly.
win with people.
So, like, it is what it is. You shouldn't really care what people think.
That nigga said, "Not Cody Crowley."
Not Cody Crowley. You want to save him
No,
from Cody
not
Crowley,
Cody
cuz
Crowley.
like damn.
Hey man, leave my man's
I ain't know
alone, bro.
Crowley was a beast like that where he need to be saved from Cody. Like damn.
Hey, leave my man's alone.
You would not bet a single. You would not bet a single month's rent on Cody Crowley whooping Daniel's ass.
Me,
You know,
I was just
No,
gonna say,
no.
you
I will pick. I will
bet
pick Stanionis to win because I think he got a better chin and he's more durable.
he'll beat the
But
shit out of him.
what I'm saying is Cody Crowley ain't no walk in the park, bro.
man, Cody Crowley got 9 knockouts out of like 20 fights or something like that. Like Cody is not
I,
nobody like to fear. Like I don't know. I feel you, but nah, man, that's good work,
he,
my nigga.
he he
Like
he he actually a decent inside fighter.
he is. Now he showed that. He showed that. But
Oh, I'm
stop it,
crying.
bro.
I
Yeah,
came back. I came back to get the barbecue sauce, and this nigga said, "Oh, not
Hold
Cody
up,
Crowley."
hold up, hold up, D
yeah.
Hop. D-Hop, see, I'm about to get on your ass. Aren't you the same person that told us Shaw, whatever that nigga name was going to be the next great American heavyweight?
No, I said
Big
that.
shot.
Yeah.
I said
Yikes.
that. I said that Stephen Big Shot Shaw has the potential to show us what he's about, and I picked him to beat Ajagba by decision.
And what happened?
He lost a narrow decision to Ajagba.
That wasn't no damn narrow decision. That motherfucker ain't had shit for a jock, but
He's
Big
one of
shot
the.
did not. Big shot
He's
from the crib, bro. Like
that nigga
he's
felt his
everybody at the
power and he said,
crib
oh,
know, like nah.
he's one of the smallest heavyweights currently active. You could find that nigga working at Best Buy, and Ajagba didn't even get him out of there. So that's
yeah, you
because
know why? You know why?
Cause a
Because he
jock,
felt
but not all
Jogba's
that
power.
though.
He felt that power. And he said, oh, he punching. Let me keep my distance.
yeah, I mean
Oh my
he
god.
fought smart and didn't want to get knocked out. He didn't throw enough punches. It happens, but
He
you making it seem
showed
like
it throwing up punches.
Ajagba went in there and whooped his ass. He didn't. Ajagba
No,
didn't whoop his
that was a
ass.
boring
It's
ass
hard to
fight,
whoop
man.
Yeah,
somebody who don't want to fight.
nah,
Yeah, both
Ajagba
of the ass was boring.
It's Ajagba's
That was
responsibility
boring.
to press the action. Ajagba didn't do anything. He said he just threw a few more punches. It was a narrow decision. It wasn't. Oh, well, you act like Ajagba tore his ass out the frame. Ajagba didn't do shit either.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. It's Big Shot, like he,
Ajagba
you
and
could
all
tell
that.
how,
But I
you could
never
tell
said he
how,
was
you
the
could
next
tell how
American
long.
heavyweight. You
Right, I
stop
was just
lying
gonna
on
say
me.
you could tell a long time ago he wasn't that, but you know,
Yeah, he's like the tiniest. He's like the one of the smallest heavyweights fighting. He's like George Arias size.
do y'all got Big
Man,
Baby
George
Anderson
Arias.
making a real splash after that last performance? Like, do y'all see him beating the Anthony Joshua
So
or Usyk or any? I mean, not that
see
he said
the good.
even the Dubois or a motherfucker,
Oh yeah, he
Joyce
could
or
beat
whatever.
Dubois. He could beat Dubois for
Okay,
sure.
He working
uh,
with Shakur Stevenson, so but he should be able to get that defense semi decent. And then on top of that,
yeah, that
uh,
leaning straight back was killing me. I
yeah,
thought
bro,
Martin was gonna fuck him up. Martin from the crib too. Shout out to the loop. You feel me?
yeah.
But shit, he was sticking his ass. I'm also, hey,
And
your
you know
medical plan.
what's concerning is when he fought our boy Franklin that last fight, he got caught with the same shit. So I feel like it's just a bad that's a habit he can't get rid of. Hope I'm wrong.
Hey, but Dirk, weren't
Yeah.
you saying that Frank Martin? I mean, no, weren't you saying that Leonard Piro wasn't gonna be shit, and then his very next fight he stops a dude to the body, a heavyweight to the body?
Okay, but did Leonard
Yeah,
Piro
Nick.
Y'all
Yeah,
pulling
Nick.
receipts on each other,
did,
boy.
did
Y'all
did
funny as well.
did Leonard Piro fight? Did he fight a former champion? Nope.
Nah, but he also fought a dude who hadn't had his ass whooped either. We've
I'm
seen
just
Martin get
saying,
knocked out
bro.
how many
Like
times?
I'm just saying, Jared Anderson they moving him kind of quick for a heavyweight. He fit 14 fights in. They got him there with a former champ already.
Charles Martin, my
That
God.
was a good though. That was a good matchup for him, man. Especially on short weeks notice, bro. I was impressed by that, and the fact that he could pull it off. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Wilder, it took Wilder like 30 some fights before he fought about somebody on the caliber of Charles Martin. You know what I
Exactly,
mean?
because he's raw, and low key Jared is raw too. Like not as raw as Wilder. Obviously, he's a further ahead in terms of skill set than Wilder was at that point.
Of
But
course.
he's there's still things to work on. That's a good thing. It's better to learn this lesson versus a guy like Charles Martin as opposed to a Zhang or a Wilder or one of them type of guys.
Okay, like I said, let's
You
go
going
ahead
down
and
and
make
Wilder
Jared
hit you good.
Anderson versus that nigga Makhmudov. Let's make Jared
Oh my
Anderson.
God!
Man,
No, don't do that. No, no,
Let's,
this ain't no Cody. This ain't no Cody Crowley situation. Y'all
hey
gonna
no,
keep
man,
no,
him
no.
away from
Fuck
hey
that.
me.
hey
Fuck
man,
that. Let's make
leave my
Anderson
man
versus
Cody out of this,
Makhmudov.
bro.
I'm just saying, man. Just pointing that out. This ain't that. That's a real threat. God
Hey,
damn me. Fuck no. That
No,
dude.
apparently not. Apparently not.
hey,
Apparently it's
his
fucking.
coach Cody Crowd's coach said the craziest thing. They said who will be the toughest fight out of Earl, Boots, and Crawford, and he said that, oh well, we know when we fight Boots that Cody gonna have to leave a piece of himself in that ring. He might never be the same. I'm like, God damn.
Because they're
Jesus.
smart.
Like you think he gonna go in there and get killed?
Probably.
No,
Honestly,
he gonna have
well,
some life bars of his life battery gone that it can never return.
Yeah.
Shit, or some
Hey,
shit.
did this
Oh,
guy say Boost fighting the cherry?
yeah.
man, that's
Yeah,
cat, bro. And
that's
Roman V
good.
is a hard fight for any of these niggas.
No,
And you
Roman only
know,
got one
Bud.
loss or something. He only got one loss, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and you know,
It was by
Bud,
decision.
his ass with his ego, he get crapped by a dude like Veer, he gonna want to get into a dog fight with a Roman Veer.
He
And I'm
called his
telling you
back.
right now, you do not want to do that. You better box this man, Bud. What you doing?
Just like what Bomac said. You gotta block
Man,
this motherfucker,
hey,
man.
I gotta get up.
You
Hey, I
gotta
gotta
block him.
get out of here, but I'm gonna do a fight party tonight for the fight, man. We can watch that shit live tonight.
For
All
sure.
right,
I'll be
bet.
back at the crib. We'll chop it up, man. Y'all brothers be cool, man. Have a blessed
Man,
day.
Yeah,
take it
you
easy.
as
You too.
well.
All right,
All
bro.
right, man.